Greetings and salutations, fight fans. Jeffrey Wilson coming to you live and direct from the River Center right here in downtown Davenport for Caged Aggression number 30. Triple Threat, where over the next 3 days we are going to be making history with the very first Triple Night Mixed Martial Arts pay-per-view event. The card is stacked. There's going to be fireworks, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be seeing veterans from the LFA, Bellator, UFC. It's going to be epic, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk about our co-main event, which is going to be Blake Builder versus Kane Luger, the 145s. Welcome me back to the broadcast station here. Pat Miletich, former UFC welterweight champion, trainer of champions, Hall of Famer. Talk to us about that co-main, champ.
Yeah, I mean, Builder, obviously undefeated as an amateur. I believe he was 7-0 as an amateur, 3-0 as a professional, so he's never had a blemish on his record besides one draw. Also trains with a good friend of mine, Ray Yee, down in New Mexico. Ray is an amazing trainer, knows how to build fighters very well. So, you know, Builder's going to come in a dangerous striker, and we already know he's good on the ground. And, you know, Luger's a guy out of Hard Drive in Cedar Rapids. We know they produce great fighters. That's just the way it is. And coming from Iowa, obviously, I'm going to love those guys. So it's going to be a great fight because, I mean, Luger's 4-1. He's only got one loss. So we've got two very, very top-notch fighters at 145 going at it tonight. And
that is our co-main event, and the fireworks are going to fly, ladies and gentlemen, but that's not the only thing that's going to be flying, because we will close the night out with our heavyweights. Raheem Cleveland versus Parnell Davis, heavyweights, where you know they're going to be swinging and bringing the hammers. Talk to us about that one, champ.
Well, you know, it's an interesting matchup. They kind of have the same win-loss ratio, you know, although Cleveland has a lot more fights. It's just kind of the same win-loss ratio. When you look at Cleveland's win-losses and how he won and how he lost, basically, it tells me what kind of fighter he is. He's a striker. Almost all of his losses that were not decisions were all submissions, and almost all of his wins that weren't decisions were striking. Right. So that tells me a lot about him. That gives away what you know, basically what Davis better be good at or have improved at. But Davis is a guy who's had a lot more decisions on his record, so that tells me he's got a little better endurance. So if this goes later into the fight, Davis stands a better chance of winning.
Absolutely. Man, it is going to be jam-packed. The fireworks are going to be flying tonight as we kick off night number 1 of Caged Aggression Triple Threat. So without further ado, let's get this historic mixed martial art weekend underway right now.
All ages, this is the moment you've been waiting for, as 7G Distributing Bud Light proudly presents Caged Aggression 30 Triple Threat, the first ever 3-night event hosted by the River Center. My name is Jason, and it's an honor to be your voice from the Kama Cage, and I'm here with your formal welcome to night 1 of our mega 3-night event. An event almost 10 years in the making, the last of which has forced everyone to think creatively. New partnerships were forged, and old ones renewed, which brings us to this extended weekend. Athletes from all over the country have come to Davenport. New champions will be crowned. Contenders will be made as you witness the culmination of hard work and dedication here this weekend. It's that same hard work and dedication we ask you to keep in mind as I read a few very important quick reminders. Our athletes and teams have worked hard all leading up to this, so this is what it takes to be here tonight. Very simply, masks need to be worn when you're not in your seats, and social distancing should be respected at all times. Once again, Caged Aggression and the River Center, thanks you for your help and your support in making this a great event. Special thanks to our partners for helping make this weekend possible. The River Center, official home of Caged Aggression MMA, 7G Distributing Bud Light, thank them often and thank them responsibly. La Quinta Inns and Suites, Ducky's Formal Wear, Galesburg, Laylo Kennels, The Bold Group, Ruby's, the QC Sneaker Vault, Walking Window Tinting, McCarl Family Racing, Stand and Protect, Lynch Heating and Cooling, Baldwin Builders, Modern Woodman Fraternal Financial, Yabba Dabba's House of Glass, Brands Martial Arts, DJ's Fashion, Squirrel's Tree Service, Terraza Mexican Restaurant, R3 Construction, Country Financial Representative Jason Lumberry, and the Pearled Up Podcast presents. Let's give a warm round of applause to all of our event partners, ladies and gentlemen. Special thanks to our production team, Mindprint Productions, The Music Connection, Say Uncle Photography, and much gratitude to all of our fighters, coaches, and teams for their tireless commitment to be here tonight. And of course, we couldn't have this thing without Caged Aggression President CEO Mike Goodwin for his endless drive. Let's give all those folks a round of applause too. All of tonight's bouts have been sanctioned by the Iowa Athletic Commission. Executive Director Dawn Chamberlain, Deputy Ben Wilson, Inspectors Zach Mickelwright, George Chamberlain. Cage side tonight, our greaseman Kevin Night Night Anderson, our timekeeper Clint the Antagonist Anderson, our judges Alex Orozco, Ian Haas, and Matt White, our cage side physician tonight, Dr. Metcalf, our card girls, the lovely Serena, Dot, and Jessica. Commentary cage side for the pay-per-view provided by Jason Bermas, Jeffrey Wilson, and UFC Hall of Famer Pat Miletich. And when the action begins, our referees in charge, Zach Mickelwright, Josh Stewart, and the boss, Bruce Allen. And don't forget, folks, commemorate your part in this historic event with a limited edition custom event t-shirt. Show you're a part of history and support your favorite fighter all in one. Don't forget, grab your official limited edition Caged Aggression 30 Triple Threat t-shirt. That's all back there in the corner thanks to our good friends at the QC Sneaker Vault. Now, if you'll please join me and rise for the playing of our national anthem. All right, River Center, we've been doing this long enough now. You probably just about know how the rest of this goes. This is where I need your help. If you're ready for the action to begin, I need you to make some noise, River Center. Let's let the fighters hear you back in the locker rooms. Come on.
We are underway, ladies and gentlemen. Oop. Bring it in with the national anthem, the greatest country. We got Subhan Umar going up against Dylan Ace Wiley to start us out. 0-0. Subhan going up against Dylan Willie Wiley, 2-0. Also want to say, hey, what's up to my boy, Jason Bermas, Pat Miletich, as we're about ready to call the action tonight on this record-breaking three-night event. Night number one.
Let's have fun tonight.
We are definitely going to do that. Got Subhan Umar coming out first. Looks like on his tail of the tape, he's going to be relying on a lot of his wrestling coming out of Pura Vida Gym out of Racine, Wisconsin.
Yeah, they've got a very good grappling team up there. Also good Muay Thai. Pretty dangerous mix.
Said he had his first pancration fight last August and had a TKO in the second round and made his amateur debut doing that. Hoping to follow that up with a W here tonight. We want to welcome everybody from all over the planet Earth as you joined us for this awesome pay-per-view event here. And obviously welcome to all folks here at the River Center right here in downtown Davenport, Iowa. This is going to be an epic three-night event as we are making history. Getting ready to get the first bout of night number one underway.
Yeah, it's nice to see the analytics on some of the pay-per-views that we've done.
Absolutely.
All the way over in Tokyo, Japan. A lot of people buying it. A lot of people in the Middle East.
We have some of the polls firing up right here. We got Dylan Wiley 71 over Subhan Umar's 29%. Looks like the folks are doubling down on Dylan this evening. We shall see how it plays out. Really excited about this card. I mean, as always, Caged Aggression has nothing but jam-packed stacked cards, but we are going to see some scraps tonight, ladies and gentlemen. As Dylan Ace Willie makes his way to the cage, 2-0, fighting out of Pedigo Submission Fighting Full Tilt Fight Club, Skunk River Grappling Dojo out of Macomb, Illinois. Kind of an interesting story, champ. And Jason, some life stuff happened. He was on a scholarship out of high school with wrestling, and then, you know, life stuff, had himself a kid, had to go to work. Then he started into a little bit of BJJ after working a couple years, just got obsessed with it.
It's amazing how that wrestling background can lead to so many other things, eh, Pat?
Well, I think it just comes down to work ethic. Look, my daughters are swimmers, and I know that's a brutally hard sport, but wrestling is one of those sports that look, no matter what, if you let up for a second, you're going to get run over in the practice room every day, and certainly in real matches. So you just learn to work hard and show up every day, take your beatings, and get tougher.
Iron sharpens iron. Said he got his nickname Ace from his second fight where they were waiting for the physicals, and he found an Ace of Hearts card on the ground, and the name kind of just stuck. Dylan giving shout-outs to his crew there. One of those, Jordan the Henchman Hinman, who has joined our broadcasting team, who will be here Saturday night with us. Looking forward to calling the fights with him. Jordan's good guy, good martial arts, good family man. We get ready to kick this off, ladies and gentlemen.
And he's walking in here the heavy favorite, according to the polling by the fans, 66% to 34. We'll see if it pans out for him. But really excited to kick this 10-fight night off.
Yes.
With 2 more nights to go, Jeff.
I'm digging it, man. I'm digging it. Got my Red Bull fully handy here.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Amateur Featherweight Division, powered by the Pearled Up Podcast Presents. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 145 pounds. He trains at Pura Vida, BJJ, and MMA. Joining us from Racine, Wisconsin, Subhan Umar. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighed in at 143 pounds. He trains with the Pedigo Submission Fighting and the Skunk River Grappling Dojo and is sponsored by LWR Bulldozing and Excavating, Western Illinois Detailing, Pro Builders, Collins Concrete, LME Entertainment, and Mactown Fitness. Joining us from Macomb, Illinois, Dylan Ace Willie.
We go. Caged Aggression triple threat begins now, ladies and gentlemen.
Ready, Blue? Go.
Touching up in the middle of the cage. Here we go. Low leg kick caught by Shuman.
Ooh, that's a big takedown by Umar.
Slight wrestling advantage so far.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Oh,
Dylan
hammer
trying to work
fist from
some
the
ground.
side.
Up kick. Nobody home.
Umar knows how to throw kicks, though. I mean, he dropped in the inside edge of the shin bone on the leg of Willie. Doing good technique with that.
Now, he just grabbed his legs there, Pat. Why did he do that? You want to take him further back in the middle of the cage? Didn't want to get him too close to the cage?
No, just looking probably to spin him and drop a bomb on him, to be honest with you. You know, and you can't, as the bottom guy, you cannot let people control your ankles like that, or you deserve to get punched in the face, frankly.
Agree with that stand-up, champ?
Yeah, Zach McElwright standing him up. Zach, having fought in the UFC, has a little bit of experience in this world.
Really? Didn't know that. Missed with that right hand.
Also a Davenport fireman. Living dangerously, he has his whole life.
Umar got him pushed up against the cage there.
Umar, see how he's jacking that underhook up, and then the ankle pick. Beautiful takedown, already in half guard.
That wrestling technique coming in.
Feet off the fence, Sue.
In half guard, looks like he was trying to take the side, going to go back to full guard. But looks like he might be trying to what? Mount up and just do some hammering?
Stacking him, dropping his hips on him and pounding on him.
His hammer fist there from Umar.
I think that left actually hurt him a little bit of an up kick.
It did catch him.
Umar needs to be leaning in with his hips more. Leg lock attempt
Ooh,
here.
going for it, yeah.
Heel hook.
Doesn't quite have the position to fully extend on that.
Umar needs to get his leg out of there. Trying to keep his weight on it.
Stacking, like you said, is keeping him from really...
Wiley going out the back door here, trying to. Umar stepping back out of it. His leg is still in jeopardy.
He's got it wrapped up there.
Oh, another heavy shot from the top by Umar.
Umar finally got that leg out.
Wiley took a lot of heavy shots going for that leg lock.
Umar finding a home with the hammer fist.
30 seconds, Sue.
Corner shouting out. 30 seconds here in the first round.
Triangle.
Oh. He got it in there?
No, he doesn't have it cinched yet. Nope.
Another up kick.
Got to watch out for those kicks to the knees, too. Hyperextend those legs.
10 seconds left, and looks like it's an Umar round.
Absolutely.
How do you justify that?
That Umar round is
Yeah.
probably from those hammer fists. I would say the fact that, not only did he not get off offensively, Wiley, but his best shots were probably some of those up kicks, and there was really no threats from those submissions.
Kind of like a deer on its back getting attacked by a wolf.
It seemed that way.
Yeah.
It seemed that way.
Got to stop those takedowns.
So if you're in Wiley's corner right now, what are you suggesting? Obviously, you want to keep it on the feet, but you probably want to keep distance as well.
Lower stance, definitely. A lot of feints and fakes. Usually, you've got to establish the jab to get the guy to shoot from further out, able to stuff his takedown, sprawl on him, wear him out. But the level of experience, he might not have that tool set yet, right? Might not have that understanding.
And we're watching some of those really hard hammer fists from the side, guys. So Willie really has to come out, even though he was on the favorite in the polls. He's decidedly behind.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at here.
Round.
Umar definitely picked up that first round. We'll see how this second round shakes out for Dylan.
All right, second round. You ready? Ready? Let's go.
I generally don't go with polls. MMA is too hard to win. I mean, it's
For sure.
It's easy to win and lose in numerous ways. So it's
Any given Thursday night kind of deal. There we go, that wrestling going for another takedown, single leg wrapped up. Got him to the ground there.
It actually looked like Wiley had a little bit of success and backed Umar up for a second, but he was still be able to push forward, put him on his back, and now it's almost a repeat of what we saw, in the beginning of the first round.
Absolutely, using that wrestling.
Well, it's a simple concept. If they're close enough to punch you, they're close enough to grab. So it's harder than people think to stay on your feet against somebody, certainly who's a good wrestler like Umar.
Determined to take you down for sure.
Right.
Dylan's trying to go in with the same offensive here. Working from his back. Referee stands him up once again.
Right here, Suban, right here. Hands up, hands up.
Seeing a little wear and tear on Dylan from some of them hammer fists and some of them strikes. Nice uppercut for Dylan there.
There we go. There we go.
Nice time to the midsection. He's down. He dropped him.
He's on his back right now.
Started out with the leg kick and then dropped him.
Now, do you think he should have backed off?
Well, he's over the arm. You don't want to be over the arm. You want to be around the waist when you're trying to take somebody down.
Good knee on the inside. Umar looks like he's turned it around, put him back in another one of
It
those
looks
hammer
like it.
fists.
Umar with a dominant position here up against the cage.
Heavy.
Shots to the midsection right here in front of us.
Got the underhook on the arm. Wiley not able to get anywhere on that.
Working that wrestling again, isolating that leg, keep him down.
See if Umar passes the guard here. Push that knee is all you got to do. Just little mistakes on positioning there.
More of those hammer fists
he's
being
dropping
thrown
hammers,
down.
Yeah,
leg lock attempt here coming.
Again, it's almost a repeat, Bermas, like you said, round one.
Well, I would say this. Wiley had a little bit more success in this round with his striking.
That's an illegal kick to the head.
Yep, and he's going to stop that. For those that don't know, obviously he was a grounded opponent,
right.
And you cannot use your foot in that manner to try to get out of submission.
See, if that was legal, guys would defend against it and wouldn't get hurt with it by the foul to begin with, generally.
And you can still use your foot to push off of somebody on their chest.
Sure.
You just can't strike them in the face.
Right.
We saw that happen a couple weeks ago, the ground opponent. Yeah, and then Sterling.
Yep.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the rematch on that one.
Yeah,
well,
without a doubt.
Obviously, Sterling was losing that fight.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say handily?
I would say he was handily losing that fight.
Yeah.
But then again, you saw the card.
Nice shot with the left of the midsection, then follows it up with a vicious left. Dropping
Good sprawl.
Umar.
Great sprawl to stop the takedown after that as well. You didn't like it, Pat?
No, it wasn't that. It was where he caught himself in the front headlock and was getting his hips in too close. Almost got good timing on that.
Ate that one.
That was a big body kick on the way in.
Got the guillotine started.
Yes, he does.
Not quite under the chin, it doesn't look like. We'll see how much.
Getting it tightened up here. He's up
10 seconds left in the round. It doesn't look like it's locked in.
And the thing is, he scored a knockdown already once in this and then rocked him there. So, you know, you could safely give him that second round.
I would absolutely give him that second round. And I have it even 1-1.
1-1 right here. Looks like Dylan's starting to find his stride here a little bit.
Pure excitement here at Caged Aggression in the first fight. And we got 9 more to go, baby.
And
9 more to go.
Yeah, in addition to the 2 more days. This is what we do here at Caged Aggression, ladies and gentlemen.
You guys are going to be hoarse by the third day.
Got my lozenges on standby.
And that's what I was thinking. Some Altoids do the trick.
Right. Like Jordan Hinman said before we started, lemon and hot water and tea. Lovely ring gal.
Just so many things that are lovely about this. We got a great crowd. People are excited to be these fights. You know, we're seeing hot action in Iowa, in person.
Look, there's a lot of people here, brother.
Yeah, there is.
Absolutely.
I'm excited, man. Here we go. I'm excited for this third round. Let's see who takes it.
Tonight, this is the freedom center of the universe.
That's how I feel about it.
I like it. I like it.
MMA has led the way.
Hands out and they get started.
Not just MMA, but MMA in Iowa. Right? Starting this third round out.
Willie with the leg kick.
Nice left jab.
Nice left. Hurt him again with that left. Definitely hurt him.
I like to see Dylan's combinations. He's not doing just some one-hitter quitter. He's going for combinations.
It seems like when Umar gets hurt, his hands go low very quickly.
Nice
caught him on the way
lost
up.
position there.
Umar shot from a distance that time. That's what you want. Make him shoot from a distance. Guillotine attempt here, maybe, from Wiley.
Looks like Umar's about to dump
going
him.
for a ride.
Yep. You know what? He did a good job in absorbing that, getting his hand down, so it wasn't just his body.
Well, and he pulled his arm out of the way as he was going down so that he didn't snap his elbow or shoulder.
Yeah.
I've seen that numerous times in fights and wrestling.
See Umar establishing the dominant position here. A little half guard there.
Looking for a key lock or Kimura, whatever you want to call it. Pushed off on the stomach.
There you go. That's what we were talking about, Jason. Still being able to use that foot to push off, create some distance.
Close round right now.
Absolutely. Here in the third and final round.
Omar's
gas.
tired.
Ooh,
Right
big
left.
shots.
Big right left.
2-piece and a biscuit drops Umar.
Another left. He backs him up.
He's
Umar
gassed.
on wobbly.
Umar's right for the picking right here.
Leg kick. Sprawl.
Oh, gave it up.
Gave it back.
Got to strip those hands. Hand control here.
Let's see if Umar will be able to get a takedown to help counterbalance the success Dylan's been having.
A little over a minute left in this fight. Who wants it more, gentlemen?
Coming up, got to strip the hands. He was looking for a key lock.
Looked
Umar
like
pulled
it.
his hand out of there.
runs into the cage, tries to get some leverage, jumps off, ends up on his back, and now you've got Umar on top.
That did not quite go the way he wanted it
Umar's
to.
looking for an arm triangle potentially here. He's got his head under the arm.
Yes, sir.
Missed
Lost
it. Another leg lock attempt coming maybe here.
The third one from Dylan. Oh, in much better position here.
Got a knee bar, had it.
35 seconds left in the third and final round.
Got to go for the leg lock here.
I'm still thinking Dylan did
Arm bar
enough.
attempt, missed it.
I think Dylan has done enough to edge out this third and final round, but we shall see as we close it out.
It's a tough call. Umar on top, but he does look exhausted.
Absolutely.
He got hit with a lot of shots standing up. So
Yes.
that, in my book as a judge, I would have leaned toward Willie in this
Yeah,
round.
I think that's the difference maker.
Damage done.
And we'll see where we're at, folks. Is it going to be 29-28? Is it going to be a split decision? You know, we've seen some judging like that in the past, but I tend to agree. I think that in the second and third round, Willie did edge him out.
Zach Mickelwright standing him up quite a bit when the action got dull on the ground.
Yes.
And I thought at the right moment.
Yeah, keeping the action moving. And Zach loved standing up and striking.
Well, I don't mind if they're going to let him fight on the ground, but when you got one guy
Not
on his
doing
back
anything, yeah.
and the other guy on his feet, kind of playing the waiting game.
That's not a fight at that point.
Well, it seemed like Umar was pretty content with just kind of taking him to the ground and kind of just hanging out down there, too.
Yeah.
And it really ended up working out for Willie because he did the most damage from his feet after those stand-ups.
Yeah.
And Umar will look at this film and say, there's one beautiful slam there, but he definitely needs to work on his striking.
Kind of desperate takedowns there a little bit. Gas tank, ooh, and then caught a couple.
You know, mixed martial arts technically started in the United States in 1993. You would think by now that athletes would be more well-rounded, but it's how they visualize themselves artistically initially where they gravitate towards, right? So it takes a while to round out the game. And sometimes guys never round out the game. Some guys just lack in certain areas no matter what.
Yeah.
Well, look at even top level. Look at Adesanya. You know, what cost him the fight this past couple weeks. It was definitely Jan's ground game.
Those two takedowns at the end, yeah. That's the tail of the tape. So we await the final word from our ring announcer, Jason Vargas, on who edged this one out.
And it is great to see all these people.
After
this first fight, it's really filled up. It doesn't look like there's many empty seats, if any, in the house. I know I've got a couple people coming from South Dakota taking a road trip to come watch live fights tomorrow.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this on pay-per-view and you're 4, 5, 6 hours out, what are you waiting
Davenport,
for?
Iowa.
Bring it.
Davenport River Center.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to your judges' scorecard for our decision. Our judges scored this contest 29-28, 29-28, and 29-27, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Dylan Ace Willie.
I'm not mad at that.
You know, I'm questioning the 10-8 round. But then again, when you have the knockdown, that does happen.
Sure.
And we did see those knockdowns.
All right, come on over here, Dylan. Congratulations on such a tough victory. Hey, first of all, way to come in, set the tone with such an exciting fight, man. How does it feel getting such a big win in your Caged Aggression debut, Dylan?
Oh, it feels good, man. We've been working hard for the past 8 weeks since we found out we were getting this fight. My team, I travel all over, so I got a lot of teams I train with. But thank you guys. Skunk River Grappling, Petticoat Submission Fighting, Full Tilt Fight Club, Cast Body Boxing Club in Beardstown. Yeah, there's a lot more, but thank you guys. I just do this for my family, trying to make a big career out of it, so I hope one day I can make that come true.
All right, well, I think you covered it all right there. I'm going to let you get back and get the celebration started. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your winner here tonight, Dylan Ace Willie.
Yes, what a way to kick this off. Here we go. Some of the big boys coming into the cage here. Jordan Trowers versus Deontay De Silver, back butts. Gonna have to reinforce the cage on this one. Here's a couple names you might know, Pat. This gentleman growing up watching his uncle, Andre the Chief Roberts, fight. He helped me become a better wrestler in middle school. Plus, my grandpa owned a boxing gym growing up. You're familiar with Mr. Roberts back in the day?
Andre and Tyrone Roberts. Gentleman from Tama Settlement.
Took this fight on 5 days' notice.
Yeah.
Loves to put on fights. Loves to put on great fights and shows for his fans and MMA fans. Whether he wins or loses, he just loves to give the fans what they want to see and what they paid for. This is his 3rd fight in the past 12 days. So he's been busy.
So when I went, they invited me to a powwow out in Tama, and it was really cool to see the culture, but I accidentally said, so this is the Meskwaki Reservation. And he goes, don't ever call this a reservation, bro. We are the only tribe to ever take our land back. This is a settlement.
There you go.
I said, I stand corrected, my friend.
He's
a 400-pound man.
You don't want to argue with that fella.
No.
Fighting out of the Meskwaki Boxing Gym, like you said, Tama, Iowa, Meskwaki Settlement.
Well, taking this fight on short notice, I'm sure he's going to have his hands full, as we know that Trowers made short work in his debut last time of his opponent in under 60 seconds. And I gotta tell you, I am pumped for this one. The big boys are about to get it done.
3rd fight in the last 12 days. Just got this one 5 days ago. Whoa. And Jordan Trowers, some of the many characters we have here fighting. Great personality fighting out of caged aggression here. Very entertaining to watch, like you said, JB. And we got the poll right now looking at DeAndre Butts at 42%, Jordan Trowers at 58%.
And the distance is closing. This one looks like it's dead even in the polls right now. It's already closed to 55-44. And like I said, the big boys are about to get it done, baby.
Swinging them hammers, fighting out of Summit. These guys, Summit pumps out some warriors over there, so it's always fun to watch those guys fight.
And Trowers is coming in there with a big old smile. Looks like he's ready to have some fun. You gotta love that. You gotta love it when a team is coming in there. You know, that doesn't mean he's not focused. He's getting ready to get the business done, but ready to have some fun.
Absolutely.
And the Summit Training Center, a lot of people don't know, was started by a friend of mine who I wrestled with in high school, who ended up winning the national title for Augustana in wrestling, Craig Wagner. Craig basically purchased that building and basically supplied it with all the wrestling equipment and made it so that kids could wrestle during the summer, and hired coaches to work with them that weren't high school coaches so that the kids could practice and have coaching, you know, and be monitored and taught correctly, because of Iowa and Illinois athletic commissions not allowing them to do it at the high schools. So he donated that.
Wow.
So, you know,
good for him,
a great
man.
guy, yeah.
And that speaks to the generational great wrestling programs we've come out of this state. You and I were just watching the NCAA championships.
Yeah.
And how about that Iowa?
And Spencer Lee wrestling with
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for three-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Amateur Heavyweight Division, powered by Country Financial representative Jason Lumberry. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands an even 6 feet tall and weighed in at 251 pounds. He trains with the Meskwaki Boxing Gym. Joining us from Tama, Iowa, DeAndre Butts. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighed in at 249 pounds. He trains with the Summit Training Center and Midwest Martial Arts Group and is sponsored by Keep the Receipt Apparel and Murphy Chiropractic. Joining us from Davenport, Iowa, Jordan Trowers.
Look at that big smile on George. I can't wait.
He's a trip, but as soon as that bell rings, he is all business. Don't let him fool you. He's still in there joking. Does he know this is a fight? This isn't social hour.
For a heavyweight in the back, I saw this man doing handstands, spreading his legs while he was doing it.
Very
Extremely flexible and agile.
Here we go, squaring up in the middle of the cage here. These guys are getting ready to throw some blows.
Look at him move.
Nice
man.
takedown from Trowers.
Wow.
Like you said, that bout we just saw Trowers in, he made very short work of his opponent. Let's see if he can replicate that performance.
And right now, he is all over Butts, all over him, right up against him, stuck to him like glue, clinching those fists on a very thick man.
Look at the
dragging him to the ground.
Big takedown. Wow, Jordan's so strong.
Trowers pounding Butts.
We're here all night, folks. And he's got the mount right now up. All right, Butts doing a good job of locking that left leg out and not letting him get full mount. Trowers not stopping to try to get that full mount, however.
Got the headlock and trying to roll him through. That's a strength move that probably isn't going to work.
Yeah, Trowers is going to have his back here in just moments, and there we go.
And here he goes pounding. He likes that.
I know DeAndre's been busy, but taking this fight on such short notice, carrying this weight around, it's going to definitely take a toll.
He's getting to his feet.
Back to his feet, absolutely.
Bringing him over to the cage. Going to try to turn him around.
He's reaching over. Got to get into an underhook situation.
Butts with his mouthpiece kind of hanging out already. I don't know if that's a sign.
Good knee to the body.
Knee. Oh, Trowers drags one leg and gets a big shot in while he does
Absolutely.
it. Man, he is quick.
He is quick and powerful. Yeah, don't let the smiles fool you, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at how thick that man's leg is.
What's his ring name, Jeff?
Jordan Trowers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his ring name?
I don't think he has one on here. Nothing in my paperwork.
Does now. Pork chop.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, those thuds are unbelievable.
He's got a little bit of a guillotine. I can't see if it's locked in, leaning back.
Trowers doesn't have much of a neck, bro. I don't know if that's going to work.
And don't waste too much energy trying to squeeze on that big boy. Trowers again finding success with those single leg takedowns.
Drags him again. Big rights. He's turtling up. This could be the beginning of the end right
Ref
here,
needs to step in. Jordan Trowers.
Jordan Trowers
once again making short work in the very first round of Deontay the Silverback Butts.
He's an absolute tank, dude.
He is. Pack a lunch when you step in there with Mr. Trowers. Hey, Butts has nothing to be ashamed of. Coming in 3 days, 4 days notice.
Right.
That's commendable. Especially against somebody so game like Jordan Trowers.
Yet another exciting fight. 2 down, 8 to go, folks. CagedAggression.tv. Bringing you the fire 3 nights in a row.
Absolute flame. And you always, when you see a fighter, kind of like you said, Bermas, turtled up like that, just protecting himself, no real offensive.
No, he knew he was in trouble.
Yeah.
And how about those shorts on Trowers? I love those too.
And the neon blue mouthpiece, baby.
He's got style.
Yeah.
He definitely
He's got
does.
style.
Definitely.
Dropping heavy leather here.
There we see the replay. Trowers just raining down those blows. Even with those hands protecting you, I know those things still hurt. Here Trowers with one of those successful takedowns he was very successful with this evening. Got the double there. Little Butts might have been holding onto the cage just a little bit.
Yanked him away from the cage before finishing.
Just unleashes the hammers. Yeah, there was Butts unfortunately had nothing for that.
Hammering Butts.
Trowers hammering Butts.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Josh Stewart, has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 23 seconds into round 1, declaring your winner by TKO, Jordan Trowers. All right, Jordan, we're making a little bit of a habit out of this here, man. Congratulations. Second promotional appearance, second big win, man. Talk about what you're going to do with this momentum.
I'm just going to carry it with me for the rest of the time I'm doing this.
There you go. There you go. Well, look, I know a lot of hard work went into this, man, and I know that there's a big group that comes together to prepare you. Is there anyone that you want to thank, anything that you want to mention before I let you get to the celebration?
First of all, I want to thank my coaches, Jose and Eldrin, and also Summer Training. And next thing, I'll also give a shout out to my sponsors, Keith the Receipt Apparel, and also Dr. Sladen Murphy, Murphy's Chiropractic. Shout out to everybody who came and support all the fighters.
Well, look, Jordan, I love the big smile on the face. Every time you come in here, you give all of us a big reason to smile. We appreciate the performance. Definitely looking forward to the next. Let's hear it one more time for your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Trowers.
How do you not love that guy? I mean, I love the smiles, I love the attitude, and most of all, I like the action. I like the fact that you got a heavyweight in there trying to move like a cat, pulling guys off, and leveling with some big, big shots.
When you have service or maintenance issues, call the maintenance team you can trust at Lynch Heating and Plumbing. We take care of all your heating and plumbing needs. We are a reliable, family-ran business providing quality service to homeowners and businesses in the Quad Cities. Trust in Lynch to get the job done. In a pinch, call Lynch at 563-209-0039 or check out our new website to book online at lynchheatingandplumbing.com.
Shout outs to my childhood friend Tommy Lynch and all the success they've been having over at Lynch Heating and Cooling. So happy for him. Brandon Paycheck and Quinn Murphy stepping into the cage here for our third bout of the evening. Brandon Paycheck making his way to the cage first out of One Touch Fight, Team Academy, and Constrictor MMA out of Johnsburg. Feels that wrestling is going to be his strong suit this evening. Looking forward to a tough fight. Gentleman who looks up to one of the greatest to have done it, George St. Pierre. It's not a bad person to be looking up to. Yeah, nice impressive finish from Trowers again. Wow. Don't let the smile fool you.
Don't let the smile fool you. I'm telling you, that guy's scary if you can get down to 205.
Yeah.
Scary enough at heavyweight.
We got Quinn Murphy at 53%, Brandon Paycheck at 47%. Very, very close on the polls this evening. Brandon with his game face on, has his crew out there with him. He gets ready to step into the cage and do some work. Looking forward to a tough fight, he says. Obviously not selling his opponent short. Gotta bring that A game. See, is our poll narrowing it all? Nope, still Quinn Murphy, 53%, Brandon Paycheck, 47%.
It's actually evened out to an even 50-50 down the line. So, yes, we got an even polling situation from the fans. Remember, you can check this out at cagedaggression.tv. Get involved and tell us who you think is going to win.
Any questions you might have for the champ, myself, JB, feel free to fire those off.
By all means, ask some questions.
We want it to be as interactive as possible as we kick this epic history-making three-night mixed martial art pay-per-view event right here live from the River Center in Davenport, Iowa, and live around the world on pay-per-view. Quinn Murphy on his way to the battlefield. Looked at MMA as a way to fill a void after his wrestling career. I think that's not uncommon, right, champ? People get done wrestling and they want, another challenge, whether it's BJJ or...
Well, I mean, it was the obvious connection that, guys who had wrestled their whole lives, now they had a professional sport finally to go into,
True.
Guys' careers ended at the Olympics at the highest level. And many times, it's very interesting, guys who maybe just didn't accomplish what they wanted to in wrestling and they have that hunger even more. Those are kind of sometimes, the guy that took third in the nation in the NCAAs, things like that.
Yeah.
Those are the dangerous ones because they have a lot of fire left.
Probably the best example would be Daniel Cormier never getting that gold medal.
Sure, yeah.
Never be that Olympian champion. to become one of the most dominant heavyweights the UFC and mixed martial arts has ever seen.
Without a doubt.
I remember when he got brought into the Strikeforce Grand Prix as an alternate, and our producer, David Dinkins, started asking around the room of 40 people on the production team who was going to win the fight between Bigfoot Silva and Daniel Cormier. 39 people in a row said Silva's going to kill him, and then he got to me and I go, does anyone in this room know who Daniel Cormier is?
Yes.
He's going to ragdoll Bigfoot.
Such an impressive career. Quinn Murphy fighting out of Hard Drive Gym in Tiffin, Iowa. With a big wrestling and
Ladies and
cardio
gentlemen,
background.
our next bout of the evening is scheduled for three-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Amateur Lightweight Division, powered by the Bold Group. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighed in at 142 pounds. He trains with the One Touch Fight Team and Academy. Joining us from Johnsburg, Illinois, Brandon Peschek. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 145 pounds. He trains with Hard Drive Performance Center and is sponsored by Murphy's Bar and Grill, Big Game Wrestling Club, the Leaderboard Sports Bar, and King and Queen Nutrition. Joining us from North Liberty, Iowa, Quinn Murphy.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our third matchup of the evening. Live and direct from the River Center right here in Davenport, Iowa, and live around the world. Brandon Peschek, Quinn Murphy starting it out here. Touching gloves in the middle of the cage.
Starting quick.
Ooh.
Big right hands. A lot of overhand rights.
Firing
Another
away
one.
in the center of the cage.
Sixth one in the first 20 seconds. Seventh one.
Get a couple wrestlers in there and they'll start boxing.
What do you know? Nice knees to the midsection.
When one wrestler's fighting another wrestler, they always think they have the advantage in striking, so they just start brawling. It happens all the time.
Exchanging shots and knees. Both of these fighters.
Hands ready, hands ready.
Walk forward into that.
Ooh, nice uppercut from
Hands up.
Mr. Peschek.
Murphy just throwing hands right now.
Nice low kick out of the tie-up position.
Opened up Peschek's nose a little bit.
Looks like it. Firing away in these opening seconds of the first round.
Getting wild. Murphy very wild. They'll get you in trouble quick.
And those hands are a bit low for Murphy, even though he's the aggressor.
Both guys,
Uppercuts from the inside.
both guys' posture when they tie up is pretty bad. They could eat some knees. Nice snap pass.
Tying up against the cage there. Almost against the cage.
These guys turn the afterburners on right away.
But, you know, you got to pace yourself, right? You don't want to blow your wad there in that first few seconds of the round.
Well, when you get blasted in the face, you got to blast back, right?
That's true.
Usually big uppercuts from Peschek on the inside.
Peschek opened up as well.
Murphy landing that hard right hand over the top of the jab of Peschek. Whizzing into the cage, not real useful there. Got to know where you're at in the cage.
My wrestling coach in high school, junior high. Whizzer! I can hear him now screaming, Whizzer!
Lock your hands there. Lock your hands.
Like you said,
Your leg and shut that down real quick.
Hands in the cage. Let's get those fingers out of there.
He's trying to limp arm out of it, or was.
Yes, and drop your butt here. Drop
very,
your
very
butt.
precarious
See
position.
you drop your butt. High head.
Quinn finds
That's
himself
it.
in
Let's
here.
get his leg. Take him down. Finish him. Take him down. Commit our hips. Commit our hips.
Dropping his weight on that leg.
On his hands.
Going for the back there.
About 45 seconds left in the round.
That second hook feed.
Scrappy round here, gentlemen. What are we looking at so far?
Pretty
I'd say
even.
Pretty even.
Stretch him out, B.
Peschek may edge him out because of this if he can keep this position.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get thrown off the bat, and he can maybe go for some kind of a submission attempt, I would say it's his round.
25 seconds
He's
left.
trying to get that other leg in, but couldn't get it.
Nope.
Take him down.
Now he got him almost down to, there he's got him down to one knee, almost.
Get those hooks.
Firing away at the end of the round.
10 seconds, B. Get that guy.
Might as well score points while you're there.
Yeah, I was going to say, Peschek taking advantage of these last few seconds here, scoring a little bit.
And even though he looks a little bit more banged up in the face, that could definitely be his round. You know, that last minute of that round, he was definitely dominant.
Definitely.
Squeeze those points out wherever you can. These judges can be silly sometimes. First round comes to an end. We're still looking at a pretty tight poll here. Quinn Murphy at 47%, Brandon at 53%. Is that correct there, Bermas? I can't.
Right now, yes, it is 53-46 in favor of Peshek over Murphy.
You know, that's something that guys don't look at enough when you get somebody's back. You don't need to always put the hooks in. You can ride them like a wrestler more without putting the legs in on them and land those punches to do a lot of abuse there. And people also don't think about landing that forearm like a crossface in wrestling, because you can legally throw that as hard as you want.
Oh man, I dreaded crossfaces in wrestling.
You know, because I mean, shin bones to the face are legal, so are forearms.
Well, when you saw that, Champ, like the coaches were, get your hooks in, get your hooks in. I mean, isn't that better to kind of get position, control the body, or like you said, you can still ride them out and pound them out?
The hooks weren't doing any good. It was wasting time. He was controlling position, but he wasn't landing strikes.
Gotcha.
And then once he took the hook out, he got in position and you know, where he had a better base and he struck better.
Absolutely.
From that. I mean, you're there to make them look for the door, so abuse them as much as you can.
Grab them like a toilet seat. We're about ready to get in round number 2. Brandon Peshek, Quinn Murphy. Very, very close matchup so far.
Cleaning up blood over here.
Here we go. Round 2 is about to begin. Touch him up, center of the cage. Getting back at it. Peshek seems to have a little bit more pep in his step there. Missed with that kick there, Quinn Murphy.
Yes.
Left from Peshek, uppercut.
Big uppercut.
Don't brawl. Pick them apart. Detach. Where's our butt? Detach and strike.
Nice and easy clinch there a little bit.
This guy's a very even match. It's good scrap.
Big left hook.
Big left.
Whoa!
That's what throwing a combo will get you. You won't last the first, land the first 2 or 3, but that hook then.
Quinn has a beard, man. Big uppercut again from Peshek.
See it. Just wing and beat. Move up that fence.
It seems like Peshek's having some success with those hands. You might want to create a little separation and let them hands go.
Come on. Where's our butt? Turn.
Nice job. Good wing general shift there, getting his back off the cage.
Yep.
Good uppercuts off that dirty boxing tie.
Hands up.
Drilling him with those uppercuts there.
1-2 head kick. Hands disciplined. Don't wing.
Big looping right from Murphy there.
Left, right from Murphy. Connects.
That's what he needs. Let the other guy break his posture. Keep your posture good.
There you go. Find the shots. Yes. Hands tight. Now, chin.
As they come apart.
Right here.
Let's see Murphy.
Oh, big left again from Peshek coming in.
More uppercuts.
Follows with uppercuts.
I'd like to see Murphy get them hands up.
Landing a lot of shots.
Murphy's in trouble.
He's
Murphy's
definitely in
really
trouble.
hurt right now. He's taking some unanswered shots. He's trying to get in the clinch, get some rest up against the cage.
Looks like a replay of Vitor Belfort versus Randy Couture.
Good job in shooting in and getting that leg and ending the
Murphy's
offense.
tired.
Went for that takedown. Yeah, he didn't have enough to do that.
Well, he was too far down on the leg to hit a crotch lift. Boom.
Peshek's about to start firing off here,
He's
guys.
really hurt. He barely has his hands up right now. 3,
Referee
4, 5, 6 uppercuts. 6-1 didn't hit.
unanswered. Another looping, wild right.
Come on, kid.
Ooh, good knee from Murphy. Staying alive in there.
Absolutely.
Sing it.
Never want to get complacent.
Oh,
Nice,
indeed.
nice takedown from Murphy.
Good adjustment, dropping the hips in tight.
Absolutely. That was a deep double. Let's see if he can capitalize on this position.
Well, he's got 30 seconds to make up a lot of points and a lot of abuse
Without
from
doubt.
those uppercuts and those
Yeah.
left hooks.
He needs some big strikes to take this round, in my opinion.
That gas tank is not in his favor right now.
It'd be amazing. I mean, you'd be amazed at how getting blasted in the face can suck your endurance out.
Just control them.
He'll do it every time.
I would think it gave you more energy, Pat. What do you mean?
Well,
Everyone has a game plan until they
Not
get
so
punched
much.
in the face. There we go, and into round 2.
reason being the guy that's blasting in the face is in control of the fight and going where he wants to go, and you're not. So you're trying to play catch up and react, which reacting is always more tiring if you don't see anything coming.
Paycheck was definitely finding success with those hands. I don't know if Murphy, like you said, Pat, did enough. I mean, he got a nice takedown, but he had a lot of ground.
Oh, he didn't win the round.
Yeah, he had a lot of ground to make up because Paycheck was firing away at him. The lovely ring girl, Serena Kay.
The only real question is whether or not this is 1-1 or is it 2-2. Obviously,
first round was closer.
First round was closer, and Peshek had a lot more success on the feet in the second round. However, he did spend the last 30 seconds or so on his back.
Yeah, but there was no damage done.
There it is, that big shot.
It is interesting, Pat, like you said in the first round there, these wrestlers get in there and start boxing and clinching, throwing knees.
Oh, yeah.
Third and final round. Coming up. Our poll looks like it's still pretty neck and neck.
53 and change and 46 and change in favor of Peshek.
Murphy tried to start out with a right hand there. Peshek ducks underneath it and gets a big takedown.
Gets himself to half guard here momentarily. Now he's got in deeper.
This is Paychek's time to do some jamming, do some damage here.
Locking this up. We'll see how he progresses. See if he looks for the arm triangle.
It looks like it. He has to obviously get out of that half guard and switch to the other side.
Got to drop that shoulder pressure on there a lot more.
Ooh, he's definitely in position to make that happen.
His leg's not hooked up, so now he can get it out there. He got it out.
Got to hop over, though.
Yep, got to slide that knee across. Block the top of those thighs with the left forearm.
He's trying to work it. He's trying to find that opportune moment. Yeah, he's starting to get ready to pop. There you go. That's what Murphy needs to do, is hold on to his legs so he can't pop, but here he goes.
No, he needs to get his ass moving.
He's knee on belly. He's got the full mount now.
Gave up on the arm triangle, it looks like.
And now he's going for some
firing away.
He's got about 1:45 to work here, folks. Full mount.
A lot of time. Murphy's got to get moving.
Murphy trying to fight those hands, not having much success, covering up now.
Referee might step in soon. Oh,
tries to buck him and does.
Whoa,
get out.
Nice escape. Quinn with another looping right.
Paycheck
slips underneath it again in a takedown position. We'll see if he can land it.
With just over a minute to go, it looks like Murphy is going to need a finish.
Ooh, that's an illegal elbow.
Another big takedown again coming up. Served him right up.
1 minute, Brandon. Stay on top. Stay on top. Don't lose.
Another
Trying to go out the back door here.
A little under a minute in the final round.
Short shots to his gut. Short shots to the belly. Get ready for him to move. Keep working that gut. Work that gut, Brandon.
Interesting mount position here, finding some shots in the gut, in the midsection, firing some shots in the head. 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen.
Murphy's gassed.
Yeah, I don't think he has much left in the tank to do anything about this.
Even Peshek on top is breathing extremely heavy with his mouth open.
Well, they've both been so busy since the first round.
Stepped right over into side control.
Got the head under the arm again.
Yeah, he's been in position to work that arm triangle, just never quite advanced on it.
Knee on belly.
Big shots.
Not giving up on the finish, even with a couple seconds to go. You got to respect that.
Impressive performance by both fighters. I'm thinking Peshek has got this one.
Yeah.
Big respect being shown. I always love to see that, man. Very evenly matched fight. I mean, the fight is very, very evenly matched.
Well, they went in there throwing hands in that first round
they,
like crazy.
They opened up going off. We shall see moments away to see who picked up the W here. Brandon Paycheck or Quinn Murphy. Both gentlemen with an actually very impressive performance. Like you said, starting that first round out, man. Whoa, what a pace they set. That gas tank, it's a Miletich fighting system always specialized in. Making sure that gas tank was there in the deep waters.
Yes, sir. Fatigue makes cowards of men comes to mind.
Oh, boy.
Good fight, the third bout of the evening. Got 2 more before we hit our intermission. Got the ladies fighting before we hit our intermission. Claire Schneckloff and Rachel Lippert. Rachel Lippert, veteran of LFA. Not sure if you ever called any of her fights, Rachel Lippert.
I believe I have in the LFA.
Here we go, the final particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecard for our decision. Our judges scored this contest 29-28, 30-27, and 30-27, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Brandon Pesce.
Well, the judges are doing pretty good tonight.
They are. That's a good thing.
Hell yeah, it is. Especially when you're in your home state of Iowa. You hope so.
Come on over here, Brandon. All right, we'll face this way. Nice dancing with you. Congratulations on such a tough victory, man. Very impressive victory. Look, there were a couple moments there, second round, looked like you really started finding your range and landing some big shots. What was going through your mind, when some of them shots were landing and they weren't finishing him up?
Well, I mean, he's pretty tough, He was hitting pretty hard, too, and I haven't fought in a little longer than I wanted to, so once I found my range, though, I felt a lot more comfortable.
Yep. Well, it looked like you were pretty comfortable on the ground and standing up. What was the plan coming into this one for you?
Well, it was kind of a short-notice fight, so the plan was really just to kind of leave it all out here, just do my thing. Thanks to my coaches, they got me where I needed to be in 3 weeks, and it worked out.
Well, it was, like I said, very impressive on such short notice. I know we're looking forward to seeing what else you can bring to the cage. Sounds like you got a few more fans cage side. Hey, before I let you get back, where can anyone interested go to learn more about Brandon?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I just love doing this. I love fighting. I've always competed my whole life. I want to thank everybody that came out all the way back from Illinois. It means a whole lot. Everybody watching, I think all the fans, it's really great to have all the support.
Well, once again, looking forward to your next performance. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your winner, Brandon Pesce.
Pick it, pack it, fire it up. Oh, sorry.
Was that your best Dr. Green thumb right there?
That was my best beat reel from Cypress Hill. Another one, Matt Cantwell going up against Joey Reese. Matt Cantwell making his way to the cage first. Man, have we started this night out strong or what?
Even the decision.
Yes.
Big deal.
Like hard fought scrappers, man.
Hard fought indeed.
This is what we've come to expect from Caged Aggression MMA. Matt Cantwell on his way out to the cage to face Joey Reese this evening. So we're seeing champ. Oh. These guys have come to fight. After this, we'll be seeing the gals get in the cage. Rachel Lippert and Claire Schneckloff. But right now, it's Joey Reese and Matt Cantwell. Get ready to step into the cage and show who's the best at what they do. Right there, you got Brandon Paycheck escorting his boy into the cage, even though he just fought.
That's dedication right there.
That's some teamwork right there. That's some team spirit.
Over at the polling, we've got it almost dead even. Cantwell coming in at 48 and change, and Rice, who's about to enter the cage, at 51 and change.
Well, even like the champ said, you can't necessarily bet on the polls, but they haven't been too far off this evening.
Well, when you have almost dead even fights.
50-50 on the polls and 50-50 on the fights.
As we get Joey Reese making his way into the cage, Bloomington Team 1, BJJ out of Normal, Illinois. Got started in MMA, saw UFC Unleashed on TV when he was a kid, and fell in love with fighting ever since. He thinks that this fight will be a very technical fight with a heavy emphasis on wrestling. Thinks that his mind space is what makes him a better fighter. He loves fighting, but his strength is his mentality. There's no other place he would rather be than inside the cage. Says he has heavy hands and collegiate level wrestling. Respects everyone that steps into the cage. It's always good to have that healthy respect for any of the combatants that step into the cage. Trains for his first fight with one of his buddies and training partner, Mitchell T. Shout out to Mitchell T. Bloomington Team 1 Brazil Jiu-Jitsu. Yes, we are evenly matched on the polls. Dead 50-50.
Nice to get a little metal in here. Enough hip hop for me.
Hey.
I like it. Hey, don't mind a little hip hop, but it's always good to see the metalhead enter the cage.
Racist, dude. Racist. Joey Reese getting ready to step in the cage to get on the good foot to do the bad thing against Matt Cantwell. Ready to do some business as we see the crowd has already been filling up. We are definitely max capacity here at the River Center in downtown Davenport, Iowa. I hope you guys around the world are enjoying these fights as well. Enjoying them as much as I am calling them with my boy Pat Miletich and Jason Bermas here.
Free like Florida.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for three-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Amateur Lightweight Division, powered by Lalo Kennels. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 155 pounds. He trains with the One Touch Fight Team and Academy. Joining us from Chicago, Illinois, Matt Cantwell. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighed in at 154 pounds. He trains with Bloomington Team 1 BJJ. Joining us from Bloomington, Illinois, Joey Reyes.
Good thing looks don't win fights, because Joey Reyes is locked on Matt Cantwell.
Both these guys look in very good shape.
It's going to be a banger, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Mike Goodwin with his Caged Aggression, rebuilding MMA in the Quad Cities, man. I love it.
Don't you love it?
Bringing talent from all over.
Gosh, he even said he had to turn down so many fighters from across the
Hundreds.
country. Hundreds. That's what we do here. Here we go. Joey and Matt underway here, touching up in the center of the cage. Looks like Joey's got a little bit of length on him. We'll see if he'll be able to utilize that.
Bouncing like Rory Markham used to here.
Let's see if he can pull off some epic
Cantwell exploding.
like Rory. Shout out to my man Rory Markham. Joey and Matt opening up with some strikes here in the middle of the cage. Nice leg kick from Joey Reyes.
A little bit too much foot, not enough shin bone.
Ooh, kick. Nice counter from Joey.
Choking,
That neck
choking,
is there.
choking.
That might...
Oh, buddy,
he's
look
pulled
at this.
it. That's nice. Oh, that's hurting him. Nope.
I can't see under the chin.
Broke the
No,
grip.
yeah, absolutely.
Look at him already moving his hips. He is all offense underneath there.
Bloomington Team 1 BJJ teaching them well.
Shots. Watch the book.
Let's see if Matt can take advantage of this position.
Dry is pretty active from the ground.
Well, this is the kind of guy you get when you put him on his back. You know, you've got to keep center lines matched up. You cannot let him get off center and start getting angles on you, because once they do that, if they're really good on the ground underneath, you can find yourself in a lot of trouble real quick. See how he's pushing on that foot with the hip, trying to push off, get angles going.
And what do you suspect? Looking for an arm, looking for that triangle?
Yeah.
Let's go with best.
Walking the guard up high. There, he's trying to work it back down. Cantwell is.
Get that lanky frame working for him.
A lot of very talented fighters on this card so far.
Without a doubt.
And these guys are amateur.
Yeah. Yeah. This is just night one, ladies and gentlemen. We still have the rest of tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday night. Buckle up.
Put that head up. Pass. There you go.
Fire's trying to stay busy here.
We're trying to get past that guard.
Absolutely.
Make a pay. Pass.
45 seconds left here in the first round.
Get around. Get that side. Get around.
Cantwell got that takedown on Joey and slowly starting to
Finally
advance
got
position.
past the guard.
Yes.
Took a lot of work to get there.
Watch the guard.
Joey working a
Frame
little
on
bit
that face. Watch your
of
arm.
ground game here. Let's see, 25 seconds
Got
left.
him locked down right now.
20 seconds, Matthew.
Holding that head down, controlling the wrist. Smart to defend himself there.
Again, what is the judges seeing here? The takedown from Matt Cantwell, or the
Well, and he
staying
passed
busy?
the guard. Look,
Yeah.
he's moving positions. He's going knee on belly now. Landed some good strikes. I mean, both guys did standing up, but, you know, ring generalship, right?
Yes.
Getting takedowns, passing the guard,
Absolutely.
landing some shots. Got to give it to Cantwell. Tough not to.
Yeah, tough not to give it to Cantwell, especially because he held him down for 2 out of the 3 minutes of the round, like
Sure.
you said.
No credit for the setups and the angles that Joey was trying to do when Matt did have him down.
There were no submissions, really.
Yeah.
I mean, besides the initial takedown where, you know, he was going for the guillotine that was short-lived, right?
And only one arm in. You know, he never really had it locked in with the second arm.
Right.
So, and from that, he got dominated by being put on his back. You know, had it been more submission attempts, if you'd seen a little bit more action on the ground, maybe not. There it is right here.
Attempted choke.
Yeah, it was the very opening of the round there.
I just strongly urge fighters not to go for submissions that lose you position. Unless you 20 seconds left in the round, and if you miss it, it's no big deal.
Plus, you don't want to burn out your arms.
Sure.
You know, going for something like that.
Right.
But what if the opening is there and you got it? I guess you don't know you don't have it until you don't have it.
Nothing is 100%, right?
Yeah. Here we go, round 2, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Cantwell, Joey Reyes.
Cantwell dancing in there.
There he is, light on his feet. I'd like to see Joey popping that jab and keeping some distance from him and Cantwell. Nice high kick blocked there by Matthew. A little low kick to the leg there, creating a little weltage. Ooh, big.
Just didn't follow through with it.
Joey needs to keep some hands up.
Quick release left hook there. Cantwell.
Ooh, he caught him with that knee on that kick right there.
Yeah, he did.
I'll tell you what, Joey did a good job of acting like that didn't hurt.
There's
no way that didn't
He
hurt.
played that one off well, right up against the cage right here in front of the broadcast table.
Cantwell doing a good job punching his way forward.
Got Joey pressed up against the cage here. A few shots to the midsection from Joey.
Cantwell grinding into him. Joey trying to turn it around.
I think Cantwell's fine to push off a little bit and just start throwing. You know, and if the takedown's there after that, go ahead and drop levels.
Nice big
kick on the way out.
Beautiful job. And his corner was telling him strikes on the way out. That's when people drop their guard, when they're backing out.
Yeah.
There. Catch people all the time.
Switching levels too. Nice attempt at the Superman kick there from Matthew. Superman punch there, I'm sorry. Kenwell throwing a lot of kicks here.
Sure.
Ooh, took that leg out from underneath and lost balance there for a hot second.
Good right by Reyes, blocked by Kenwell. Kenwell trying to charge in, actually eats a couple shots.
Liver kick there.
Shot to the midsection there from Joey. Kick there. Let's see Joey throwing more of those leg kicks there to slow down Matthew.
Cantwell has slowed down just a little bit. He's still dancing in there.
Yeah.
Not as much as he was in the beginning of the round. Certainly not what he was doing in the first round. Still, you know, looking like he's controlling the center of the cage.
Nice knee in the transition there by Cantwell.
Don't wing it. Let's go. In the southpaw stand. Circle.
Well, it looks to be, like you said, JB, slowing down just a little bit there. Joey with the 1-2.
Every time Joey comes forward, though, it's real. So you know it's a real attack instead of guessing. There's no mystery.
Ooh, by the bell there. Looks like Matt's doing a good job of like switching levels, switching things up, combinations, keeping him guessing.
Sure.
But Reyes himself, I mean, he's got a better chin than I think people realize. I'm telling you, that one head kick that missed with the knee that connected him.
Yeah.
Really solid. Pat, are those the most devastating, those knees that catch you? That solid part of the leg, you know, if it catches you in the chin or in the body or
I mean, it
the
certainly
liver?
can be. Honestly, I'd rather eat a knee to the face than a shin bone to the jaw, you know, especially if you don't see it coming. You know, it's like somebody walking up to you, blindsiding you with a baseball bat. You know?
Okay. So Vanderlei Silva's knee over Anderson Silva's shin kick.
Absolutely.
Any day of the week. Interesting.
Well, you know, a kick comes at a good fighter, a high-level fighter is throwing a roundhouse kick at 180 miles an hour. That's a lot of speed on a shin bone coming at your head.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Both don't feel good. I think we can ask Ben Askren about that. He would probably attest to how devastating a knee could be.
But he never saw that coming, right?
Right.
He ducked right into that.
Yes, he did.
That was grand opening, grand closing.
We call that the curtsy KO.
Round 3, ladies and gentlemen, starting out. Joey Reyes, Matt Cantwell.
Oh,
nice takedown from Joey.
Good timing on that.
Switched it up nicely there. Definitely needs this round. May need a finish.
Trying to squeeze his head out of there. That's not a guillotine position. I don't know.
Just double overs. Going for a triangle.
Oh, and he.
Umaplata.
Yep.
Nice transition.
Look at him turning him, trying to turn him.
Wow, nice scramble.
Oh, beautiful takedown there.
Good way, Joey, holding on to that leg.
Another triangle here.
Cantwell very, very active, especially after being tossed around.
Got the leg hooked. Pulling the
He's
leg
got
into
it.
position.
He's got that try. Oh, he's got it locked in.
Needs an arm bar. He's trying the arm bar at the same time.
He's got to make a decision and maybe pull that head down.
It's pretty tight. Pinch the knees together.
Looks pretty tight, boys.
There he is. He's trying to pull that head down a little bit.
Looks like he's got his head past. The neck is past the choke.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good
He's
eye,
out.
boys. Good eye.
Let's go. Up.
Nice attempt, though, from Matt.
Good job surviving.
Yeah, that's true. True.
Stay busy, buddy. Stay busy.
Well, impressive beginning of the round for Joey, but obviously didn't want to slip into that potential triangle choke.
Let's go, kid. Let's work.
Well, and Cantwell shows us he knows what he's doing off his back, too, right? He's not just a wrestler.
Yeah,
throwing
very
punches
well
out there
rounded.
and
Very
kicks.
well rounded.
Yeah.
Throwing big high kicks.
That's the kind of guy I'm looking for if I'm, scouting talent, at shows.
That's what you always said. You're looking for wrestlers, if not D1.
Wrestlers that got some rhythm and can bang a little bit, right?
Yep.
There you go. Lock it up.
Got
Go for
another
that
one.
triangle again. It's tough to see from this angle how deep it is.
He's got a good angle. He's got the leg hook now. So now Joey can't stand up. He's squeezing it tight.
Oh, and he's got that leg pulled down. He got him. Tapped out. Tapped him right here in the final minute of the third round.
Good fight. Good fight.
Very good fight. Incredible performance by both of those guys.
And like you said, that just shows how well-rounded that man is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very well-rounded. Went in there dancing, had some big head kicks, had some 1-2s, some feints, decent ground game, finished it with a submission.
Sure.
Can't argue with that.
Keep your eye out from that guy. Great effort from Joey Reyes. Nothing to be ashamed of. That was a scrap right there. Hard-earned victory right there from Matt Cantwell. That was not a walk in the park.
Very good technique.
Without a doubt. Very impressive how well-rounded he is, man.
Yep. Taught well, taught well.
Calling for that amateur belt. He wants that shot. I think we're going to hear him say it.
Final particulars from Jason Vargas, our ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Bruce Allen, has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 58 seconds into round 3, declaring your winner by submission due to triangle, Matt Cantwell.
Impressive victory.
All right, here we are with tonight's winner, Matt Cantwell. Matt, first of all, congratulations. Very, very interesting match on the feet, very entertaining on the ground. Hey, let me ask you something real quick. Was there anything about this bout that kind of forced you out of your game plan? Anything that surprised you?
Absolutely. My opponent's game, and he's got an unorthodox style. He's really talented at switching between the two stances, so I knew, you know, I'm not fighting a traditional kickboxer, and he's got awesome jiu-jitsu. So we had to play to our game, but if we perform at the standard one touches set, no one's getting in our way. We'll have all the straps.
Well, like I said, definitely very entertaining and convincing to top it all off. Let me ask you something before we let you get to the celebration. Anything you want to thank, or I'm sorry, anything you want to mention or anyone that you want to thank?
Absolutely. First, obviously, Christ is King. We can't do any of this without him, so give my thanks to him. My family, both the Means and Cantwells, are fantastic. They made the ride. And last but not least, all my coaches. We got Vinny DeSico, Brett Brendel. We got Murph over here. So it's just been a fantastic journey. So, and Buckles, Constrictor MMA, they got on my shirt. Man, it's been fantastic. It's been an awesome ride. And I can't wait to get back and get that strap.
Well, the team's got the momentum rolling so far here tonight. We're definitely looking forward to seeing what you have to offer here next time you step in. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's hear it for your winner, Matt Cantwell.
Hey Cage Aggression fans, don't miss out on the official after party at Ruby's Beers, Bikes, and Brats, east on 3rd Street. You get the chance to hang out with the top MMA fighters while enjoying the endless draft selection Ruby's has to offer. Are you hungry? If so, Ruby's Kitchen will be open late, serving you the best brats, burgers, brat burgers, and tacos.
Very impressive, hard-earned victory for Mr. Cantwell. We now have the ladies stepping into the cage. Rachel Lippert versus Claire Bear, Schneck Cloth. We've called a fight or two from Claire.
Sure.
Thanks, boys.
And let the girls have a little bit of fun too. We got Rachel Lippert making her way into the cage first. Fearless MMA out of Janesville, Wisconsin. Said she saw her brother's first fight and was taken over with it. She loved it. I think this is going to be a good introduction to the 125 weight class. I think there's going to be an opportunity to really be a platform to show what she can do. Strength is that I do this because I am passionate about it. So it allows me to stay out of my head. Looks up to Tony Ferguson, Brian Ortega. Both of them never stop fighting until the fight is over. Interesting little tidbit about her. No one thought she would ever fight or stick with it. She was very out of shape and had never done any sport. So stepping into MMA with your first sport is pretty impressive.
That's what Jeremy Horn did.
Jeremy Horn, my goodness. He's had a fight or two, hasn't he?
Oh, I'm saying, I mean, the numbers on the internet do not tell you the actual numbers that he's fought. He's got probably 250, 300 fights.
Well, Pat, didn't he just make his pro boxing debut over the summer on your fight?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Won by, was it liver shot or something?
Yeah, it was a body shot that took his opponent out for sure.
He was having fun.
What's our polls looking like, JB?
Right now, we've got Rachel at 60% and Claire at 40%, but that may be closing just slightly to 58 and 42.
It's going to be a tough scrap here. Rachel is definitely in shape now.
Well, she looks like she's having a good time, smiling the whole time.
Absolutely. Got to have fun. While still staying focused, of course. Can't have the guys have all the fun. Get the ladies in there as well. We got Claire making her way to the cage coming out of Summit. Out of Davenport, Iowa. Got into MMA because this was on her bucket list. Claire's thoughts on this matchup. She's more attractive than I am. It's always a subjective call, but they're both beautiful young ladies. Recognizes that she's learning slowly, improving every day, and deeply, deeply in love with the sport. Looks up to some people you might know. Pat Miletich, Drew McFedries, Junior Hernandez, Lindsey Spencer, Eileen Villalobos, who we called that fight with her. And Eileen didn't get to pick up the W, but still a great scrap nonetheless. Fighting makes her happy, truly happy, she says.
I thought it made me money.
And that made you happy. Looking forward to this one here. Claire Schneckloff, Rachel Lippert. Claire about ready to step into the cage. And after this fight, ladies and gentlemen, we will have a brief intermission before we get back to the action. We've started this first night off pretty strong, boys.
Yes, we have. I don't expect this to be any different.
Absolutely not. This is what we do here at Caged Aggression MMA, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you're here at the River Center in Davenport, Iowa, or watching from all over the planet, hope you guys are enjoying the fights as much as we are.
And if you are watching it in Japan, we hope you have a translator.
Konnichiwa. Moshi moshi.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for three-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Women's Amateur Flyweight Division, powered by Walking Window Tinting. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall and weighed in at 125 pounds. She trains with Fearless MMA and is sponsored by HKA USA. Joining us from Clinton, Wisconsin, Rachel Lippert. And her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighed in at 123 pounds. She trains at the Summit Training Center and Marty's Martial Arts and is sponsored by Nelson Chiropractic, Yabba Dabba's House of Glass, Twisted Mics, Cutting It Close, Up in the Air, Iowa, J&J Memories, CNC Transport, and Busted Barbells. Joining us from Davenport, Iowa, Claire Bear Schneckloff.
Here we go. The ladies are about ready to do it. What's our poll looking like, JB? Looks pretty close over there.
52-48 Lippert.
Correct. Here we go. Looks like Rachel's coming out firing. They're stepping in, exchanging.
Absolutely.
Big rights. Another right. She's backing her up a little bit.
She's firing. Moving better than her previous fight.
Definitely got some more movement going on than we've seen her.
She ate that right hand, spun her head around.
Ooh,
double jab to the cross.
Right. Nice leg kick from Rachel. Shot to the midsection from Rachel.
Execute.
Feeling out process going on here. Strikes to the head, followed by a leg kick from Rachel, switching things up.
Nice counter there, Claire.
Rachel walking Claire down, got her back up against the cage there.
Well, Claire needs to move. She needs to recognize that her back's about on the cage and circle out.
Rachel finding a home with them leg kicks there.
But she has circled out a little bit more towards the middle of the cage. Seems very focused with that striking right now.
Ooh, big right hand on the chin of Claire. She seemed to have withstood the storm there. Seems Claire's only kind of showing the hands right now, whereas Rachel's throwing the hands, kicks.
Lippert doing a good job of finishing combos with kicks now and then.
Switching it up.
Hey, use your footwork now. Don't stay there.
Claire gotta get moving. Can't stand still.
No. Nice teak.
Keep moving, girl. Keep moving.
Gotta get busy.
Just under a minute to go in the round.
Claire needs to start throwing that jab. It was working for her.
Nice teak there, keeping her off balance. Nice right hand from Rachel.
Rachel definitely taking a little bit more control in this final minute, making a case for the judges.
Slowed the pace down just a little bit from those opening few seconds.
Another
big
leg kick.
Very solid kick. That hurt.
That left leg of Claire starting to show the wear and tear on those kicks that Rachel's dropping on her.
Mr. Converse, good now. You ready to check that kick?
Stiff left to Claire.
15 seconds to go in the round.
Oh yeah, that left leg is
getting ate up.
Yeah.
Big time. She's starting to move away from it. Nice shot to the midsection. Nice combination from Rachel.
Yes,
Body, head. Great combo.
Another low kick landing hard.
Into the first round there. I would have to say that's a pretty strong one for Rachel.
Yeah. I mean, look, early on, Claire did, I think the first 2-3 minutes looked great. Then she stopped moving. Stopped establishing that jab and started eating a lot of technique. You know, you can't let people set up like that.
I'd like to see her offense a little bit more versatile. You know, maybe some leg kicks thrown in there. Obviously, she's got the hands down. Maybe to take down a tip. Who knows? I'm not sure about her BJJ game, but she's becoming predictable.
Well, I think if she wants success, she's number one going to have to start checking those leg kicks.
Oh, yeah.
And as you're watching this, she's going to have to stay off of that cage. You know, circle more to the middle and believe a little bit more in her striking. See, she doesn't look bad there with those 1-2s.
No, she's improved a lot. She's improved a lot. And that's, you know, ultimately, hey, look, that's all we can do.
Yeah, right? Absolutely. Practice makes improvement. Yeah, another
I just think they're both smiling too much. I mean, I like you if I'm fighting you, but I'm not going to like you until after I'm done.
Round two starting out.
I'm going to like you with a lot of leather.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Good
Good
counter.
counters, two good counters.
Good speed by Claire.
Little head movement there.
Better footwork by Claire.
There's that leg kick coming in every time.
Got to quit dropping that hand.
Look how purple that thigh is, too.
JB, like you said, she's got to start checking those, man. She's not going to be able to move anymore on that thing.
She's doing great with the counter punching when she's coming in.
Absolutely.
But, you know, as soon as Rachel puts together a 1-2 combo, ends it with one of those leg kicks. Good inside leg kick by Claire.
There you go.
Good job.
Claire ducks out of the corner.
Very nice. Good movement.
Skates out off the cage.
Yeah, but she's keeping off the cage this round.
Oh, that low kick dug in. Oof. Lippert does a good job of timing those.
Well, and she's keeping her on the defensive, too, walking her down pretty much the whole fight here so far.
Body shot with the right hand there.
Claire, decent uppercut right there.
Absolutely.
Lands. More of that. Another clean
She's
right.
dropping her hands now. She's going to get head kicked if she keeps doing that. Got to quit dropping the hand to block those kicks. Yes, pick up the leg and check the
There
kick.
she goes, at least moving it out of the way.
Yeah.
She's probably already feeling her movement getting compromised.
Oh,
Whoa,
look at her dropping the hand. The head kick's coming, buddy. Oh, buddy.
Right by Claire, left by Claire. Rachel closing the distance, coming up. Remains pretty calm. Taking the center of the cage.
Nice shot to the midsection, switching levels a little bit there. Ooh, we got a
Going
takedown
for the
attempt.
takedown attempt. I'm kind of surprised at that.
Claire sprawls. Nice. Oh, trips.
Nice
Look at
trip.
that.
Good job.
Nice.
Nice trip.
Beautiful offense there.
Dropping her in
Counter.
half guard. Let's see if she can take advantage of this.
Got to keep that knee in close. Get it up underneath there.
1 minute left in the round.
Can't give her that space. Got the forearm down on the neck. Lippert looking over at her corner, trying to observe and listen.
What does Claire need to be doing right now, champ?
That. Drop an elbow, or punch. It's amateur, so she can't drop elbows, drop punches.
Now, should she focus
Back
at
of the head.
all on trying to take that right leg out and get side control?
Well, I mean, look, with the time left, just start dropping bombs and score points and win the round, man. Get out of this with a round.
She's kind of in a...
Because she's in like a funky type of almost half crucifix situation
Well,
where
she
she's
can put
got
her,
that arm.
she needs to put her head in front of the arm and get the underhook with the right arm and then start dropping the left hand on the face because she's got the arm trapped in her legs. You know, so it's... Now she's trapping the arm.
There
Now she
you
can
go.
start punching.
Now you can do that Brock Lesnar
got
Frank
about 10
Mir.
seconds to do
She
so.
needs to just start punching. She's looking for a key lock instead.
Yeah, score, like you said, champ.
Just, you know, at least, you know.
All right, good shot on the way out.
Dropping a few shots there towards the end of that round.
Probably one of the round, though, gentlemen, don't we think?
I think so.
Possibly.
I think so.
A lot of those low kicks, though, you know.
I mean, long term, you're looking at that thing. That's 5 different shades of purple right now.
Yeah, looks like a Washington red apple.
Yeah,
Exactly.
She'll be feeling that one later tonight and tomorrow.
But definitely the possibility that we're going into this final round 1-1. So many great competitive fights so far tonight. This is our 5th fight, about halfway through. We're going to have a short intermission, and then we're going to come back. I can't wait for the second half of this card. Heavyweight main event, baby.
Heavyweight main event, 145 co-main event. Blake Builder and Kane Luger. Man, fireworks on that one. Even Luis Rivera, James Dunn's going to be in all these post-intermission fights. They've all been awesome. But definitely.
Now here's the trip, stepping through.
Oh, that was awesome.
Nice timing on that.
Yeah, like you said, champ, would have been nice to see her just punch and just
See, she
scoring.
just trapped the wrist. She could have started punching.
Drilling her.
You know, at least they remember you the next day with her face in the mirror. You know,
That Claire Bear is no joke.
she's improved a lot.
Without a doubt.
Hats off to her.
Without a doubt. Third and final round coming up. Claire's starting to keep that blood flowing in that leg. Here we go, third and final.
Definitely hobbling a little bit.
Still moving good.
Oh, that's stop.
There's another one.
Away.
Nice counters.
Absolutely. Claire's got the length on her, man. Keep those hands going.
Oh, another leg kick by Rachel. That one was a
That
little
one
bit
hurt
lower.
her. That one definitely hurt her. She seriously winced on that one.
And once your leg goes, you just don't have the power on those shots.
Nope. And you just can't move the same. Nice body shot there. Switching
Uppercut.
levels. Nice hands.
Another low kick. Another low kick. Another low kick.
Man.
I'll just keep saying it.
She needs to be checking those like yesterday.
I'm going to start sounding like an AI commentator.
Well, she just finally switched that stance. Now she's bringing that leg forward again. Just leaving it out there. I mean, there's some serious bruising above
I'm just
the
waiting
knee.
for the head kick.
Claire's got to get busy, man. These final 2 minutes here.
mean, look at the knot on her knee. Or that knot on her knee is super nasty. In fact, there's more than one. There's one really big one, and then there's another one growing under it. Oh, she's coming back there. Hurt her.
Nice counter. Ooh, she get the takedown.
What a scrap.
Rachel going for that takedown.
Looking for the choke here, maybe.
Nice defense from Claire Bear.
Got to get those hips back even further. Good job by Claire.
Got her up against the cage, dropping some knees on Rachel's legs there.
90 seconds left in this fight.
Nice
Who wants it more?
spin out from Rachel.
Still go either way.
Yeah, Claire's got to let those hands fly.
Claire gets kind of out of the way of that leg kick. Lazy leg kick from Claire.
Trying to bring her own little bit of leg kick damage.
She wants her to feel just a touch of
Sharp
pain.
right to Rachel. Another big leg kick.
Oh my God. That leg is going to look so bad tomorrow.
I can't imagine.
Get that ibuprofen on standby. Ooh, another one.
You might want to.
Here comes a head kick, I'm telling you.
Bathe that
It's
leg
coming.
in liquid nitrogen.
Man.
Ooh,
Attempted
kind
a
of
Superman
hot
punch.
step.
Nice counter. Nice attempted a right counter from Claire there.
Oh, good right from Claire. Takes another leg kick.
Another low kick. She's hurting
man.
bad. She is hurting bad. Look at the knee. Oh my God. She's going to get head kicked. She keeps dropping.
30 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, another kick to that knee. Oh my God.
Those unchecked leg kicks. That knot is just swelling as the seconds go by. So impressive how Claire's still able to move on that leg.
Her knee looks like the Elephant Man. Oh. And Rachel pushing forward, trying to get that judge's decision. Claire definitely not giving any ground.
Definitely stands it.
Big right by. Oh, another right by Rachel.
Claire's in trouble.
And
30 seconds ends the round ends. Wow. Don't break your hand there, sweetie. Wow.
Another really fun fight, gentlemen.
Rachel Lippert and Claire Schneckloff going the distance.
I've got Rachel 2-1, but we'll see what the judges say.
Look at her knee.
I
Look
know.
at her knee.
Oh my goodness, man.
Can we get a close-up from the cameraman on that?
Oh my God. I don't even know you need a close-up. It's so big.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is massive. Oh, and you can tell now she's favoring it.
Oh yeah.
It's
Now
starting to sink in.
That adrenaline's about ready to slow down.
Now let's get the doctor on that one for sure.
When she wakes up tomorrow morning, you know what the first thing she's going to do?
No.
When she wakes up, she's going to scream.
Is that true? Is that how it works?
100%.
And try to stand on it.
After that many low kicks, she's going to open her eyes when she wakes up and scream. That's how bad it's going to hurt.
It's hurt me just looking at it. My goodness.
I agree.
Double jab by Lippert. There's the head kick that really didn't find its target.
But to find the silver lining, a lot of improvements in Claire's game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Much improved. It's swelling more.
Oh, she's working for Yeah, she don't need to look at that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecard for our decision. Our judges scored this contest 30, 26, 30, 27, and 30, 27, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Rachel Lippert.
I got to say, I had a little closer than that, especially
Yeah, Claire winning one round.
You know, the 30-26 is tough. I don't know where there was a 10-8 round there.
Right.
Referee.
Oh, and they're getting a shot of that leg, boy. Ooh.
She has elephantitis of the left knee.
All right, here we are. Is that the good side? We're here with your winner, Rachel Lippert. Rachel, first of all, congratulations. Looked like a very, very tough matchup. Looks like you started going to work on that leg as the fight progressed. Was that the plan coming into tonight?
No, absolutely not. The plan was to take her down and ground and pound, but honestly, my stomach wasn't feeling quite right, and she was doing a real good job defending him, so we kind of aborted mission on that. And I mean, I got solid leg kicks. I got a great coach for it, and so we noticed her starting to limp, and we went to town. So, yeah, her leg looks really messed up. I'm so sorry.
Well, I guess that's kind of part of it, but it looked like you guys had a little exchange there after the fight. What was that you guys shared? What did you guys talk about?
Me and Claire? Oh, we're just giving each other props. We both are fighters that are just in here to be in here. And we knew that going in. We were like, well, we fight the same. Like, we're here because we enjoy it. And so we're coming in here to bang it out no matter what. And so we were just giving each other props for a good fight.
Well, you know what? Those types of fights are the types of fights that our home crowd likes to see here. I know it was very much appreciated. What can we expect next? Where can we find more Rachel?
Well, I'm not really sure. We just kind of take them as they come. Like this one we got offered at like 6 weeks because I guess they needed somebody. And that's kind of how a lot of my matchups end up happening. We can't seem to find anybody for me. We just kind of jump on any opportunity we can get with anybody else. So I'm not sure. We'll see what comes up. Anybody knows of any fights coming up, let me know.
Well, it seems like you've stumbled to the right place. We're definitely going to keep our eyes open and see where you land next. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, one more thing to add.
All right, hold on real quick. I have to give a shout out to just a few people I really appreciate. I appreciate my weight cut coach, Gut Uppercut. She does a great job handling everything I throw at her, any obstacle that comes across during a weight cut. She's a saint. Also, HK USA, best gear, hands down. I was buying it before I was sponsored. Now I'm sponsored, and I couldn't love the products more. Team Lippert will get you 20% off anything. And obviously, a huge shout out and thank you to my coaches who go to no end to be here for me every single time.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time loud for your winner, all the way from Wisconsin, Rachel Lippert. All right, folks, we're at that point in the night. We're going to take a brief 10-minute intermission. That's enough time to give you a chance to get over to the corner and grab your commemorative t-shirt, fresh from the QC Sneaker Vault. Don't forget, support your favorite fighter as you mark your place in history here at the very first ever 3-night event. Until then, we'll see you back here in 10 minutes where we'll have our title fight and all pro fights. That's all coming up here after our intermission.
What is that? We are moving into our first, the one and only intermission. Gentlemen, have we not started this first night of these 3 nights off with a bang? Or
we didn't start anything off. We were just commentating, Jeff.
Well, we were watching, bringing the love to the action. But, man, Jordan Trowers, that first round knockout, I know you're a big fan. Don't let that smile fool you. He will put you to sleep.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Trowers, man. I like the attitude. I like the style. I like the takedowns. I like the speed.
You like the shorts and the mouthpiece the most.
The best.
He was pounding butts tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He came out on the winning end of it. Butts, no.
Should see him at the post-fight party.
Well, no, I mean it was a game fight, man. And he obviously, some of the people he's come from, the Chief, as well as some of his family.
Yeah.
Very, very game fighters. We just saw an absolute incredible war between the ladies, Claire Schneckcloth and Rachel Lippert. Wow, those leg kicks, my goodness.
Oh, they do add up, and Claire will be very sore tomorrow. And Lippert,
impressive.
She did win that fight. She saw the weakness in the game of Claire Schneckcloth and capitalized on it.
Well, like I said, we bring all the talent here, ladies and gentlemen. Rachel, a veteran of LFA, brought her A game tonight. And, Matt Cantwell, that Joey Reyes, that was an incredible fight. Matt Cantwell surprised me. I didn't know much about him with his versatility and his diversity.
Coming out of Chicago, you thought, and, his wrestling background, you're thinking, he's a wrestler and probably a slugger. But very technical, very good hands, very good ground, obviously, using the groundwork to finish, right?
Finishing on the ground, big kicks, a lot of energy up there, good head movement, good striking. And he didn't have an easy go of it. His opponent, Joey Reyes, took some big shots, including that knee to the face, boy. Ooh.
Right.
Well, we started this out, like I said, with a bang. I'm so looking forward to the rest of this card, man. Our co-main event, our main event, we got Parnell Davis going up against Rakeem Cleveland. Man, batten down the hatches, man, because they are going to be throwing hammers. And our co-main event, which could easily be the main event, we're looking at Kane Luger and Blake Bilder. Whoa.
Yeah, Bilder, undefeated as an amateur, 7-0, 3-0 as a pro, 1 draw on his record. And, going up against his opponent, Luger's got a 4-1 record, so he's very good as well, both very good pros. And I tell you what, look, we know the Cedar Rapids guys. Team Hard Drive puts out great fighters. Ray Yee is training Bilder. high-level trainers, high-level fighters. It's going to be very exciting.
Shout out to Ray Yee, man, good friend of ours. I tell you what, and then we have, we were talking to some of the fighters during the weigh-in last night. Again, could easily be a co-main event. We got Luis Rivera against James Dunn. James Dunn, I'm going to have to hold him to his word, is looking for a first-round knockout against what is appearing to be a very, very game Luis Rivera.
Well, hey, he's calling it like Babe Ruth, pointing at the fence, brother.
Which takes some cajones, as we say.
Right.
So, I tell you what, man, Caged Aggression MMA, so stoked to be a part of this with my man JB, Pat Miletich here. We are making history tonight, ladies and gentlemen. There's not a lot of people who can say they've made history in a sport like mixed martial arts. The very first 3-night pay-per-view mixed martial art event. So absolutely
Mike Goodwin. Hats off to Mike Goodwin and his team for putting this together.
Another Herculean effort from a man, Mike Goodwin. And what are we looking forward to? I mean, what are we looking at for these next matchups? I know we kind of briefly touched on it, but
I'm definitely looking forward to the co-main event. 145 pounders, very strong, very fast, lightning fast fighters.
Yeah. Well, let's see if we can get that first-round knockout. We don't have a first-round finish yet.
We have not. I honestly thought, all these guys are so determined, so game fighters coming in. I was thinking just, from some of their rhetoric and some of their game faces stepping into the cage that we were going to see some first-round knockouts. But these guys are all so game to scrap.
And I think on top of that, not to cut you off, but I think on top of that, and I'm sure you'll agree, Jason, those were amateurs.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm watching those fights and going, these guys could easily be pro on a lot of cards.
Mm-hmm.
On a lot of cards, on TV, UFC Fight Pass, anywhere else.
Yeah, you could see them on Bellator for sure, and it's not for a lack of trying.
Right.
Look at that first round of the 155 fight we watched. They ended up going 3 rounds.
Sure.
I wouldn't have thought it was going to go to a decision.
Well, and not to disregard the East Coast or West Coast in terms of MMA because they have their distinctive style, but I'm from Iowa. I love Midwest MMA because you got the hard-nosed wrestlers who have learned the other aspects, and it's just a meaner type of MMA here in the Midwest. You've got the blue collar cities, the farmers, just hard work ethic, tough guys, right?
Well, and as we know, they've pumped out a champion or two.
Sure,
I don't know if you know any of them, but we have a couple guys who are watching the fights here, wanting to take some notes to maybe get in the MMA game themselves, maybe win a championship or two. So let's let them.
Sure.
See if these guys want to have a little input on the fights they're seeing tonight. Oh, my goodness. Stephen Rusk and the former heavyweight champion of UFC, Tim Sylvia. Let's see if they have some things they want to chime in on.
Can Tim, can you get those on that noggin ears?
They're on my big head.
All right, so joining me is obviously Tim Sylvia, former heavyweight champion, 2-time heavyweight champion of the UFC, and then Steve Rusk, longtime training partner of ours. He was 4-0 in MMA. I think all your fights basically combined lasted about 2 minutes, and I think you were kind of bored with it and just said, I'll just help out the guys. But I have to tell this story, and Tim, you probably won't like me telling this story.
But beating me up
Steve,
all the time?
Yeah, Steve did the same thing to me. So when Tim was the heavyweight world champion, Steve would say to him things like, I'm going to belly to back you all night tonight in practice. And Tim, you'd say,
no, you're not.
No, you said, please don't.
Well, I said, no, you're not, but it still happened.
Right, but, the times where Steve would grab you, throw you down on the ground before practice, and fish hook you until blood was coming out of your mouth and gouge your eyes with his thumbs. And he was picking on you like he was your uncle.
Yeah, it was horrible. I think the 3 of the most amazing things in my fighting career was winning the title 2 times, and then the one time that I dropped Steve with a liver shot, and you were there, and I'm trying to get him off me so I can run around the ring with my hand around the cage with my hands up. I'm like, I just got him finally forever after 7 years.
Yeah, no, and Steve served a huge purpose in our team, beating everybody up all the time, and just so you understand, he's very high level wrestler, very good fighter, and now a Rock Island County Sheriff's deputy. So I'm sure the training has come in handy, the wrestling career and then the MMA and training with everybody.
Yeah, it's been very helpful, and it's nice to be able to spread the knowledge with the other deputies I work with and be able to pass on that knowledge and help them defend themselves.
Yeah, so now back in the day when we were all competing and all that, it was obviously very competitive, but we watched amateurs so far on this card. The pros are coming up. I mean, what would you say about the quality of fights we've seen so far, and they're amateurs?
It's a heck of a lot better than back in the day in Stars and Stripes, that's for sure.
Very talented,
we're
right?
watching these fights, and I'm just like, people, if you don't realize it, this is where I got my start. On shows like this, you build your record, and you get the experience, and nothing beats experience just walking out to the cage. And then, after about 15 fights, I get into the UFC.
Right.
So,
yeah.
But I always started out in shows like this, so we all have a beginning, and this is usually where it comes from.
Right, and what I was saying earlier, Steve, is watching these fights, these kids could easily be pro right now.
Oh, for sure. I think that they're on most of them, they're right there. They're doing all the right things. They're just missing one little thing. They get that next step, and boom, they're right at the top of the pro level. I think they're right there.
Right. So, well, guys, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it a lot. Great to see you.
Good to see you,
of course. Tim, good to see you. Now, you can tell everybody real quick about your hunting show.
Hit Squad Outdoors on the Sportsman Channel and on Outdoor Venture Network. Been doing it for about 7 years now. Steve and I hunt together. Today we're out there getting muddy, jumping creeks and stuff, trying to get ready for youth turkey season this weekend.
And then it was about 2 years ago, somebody shot you, thought you were a bear?
Sort of.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, thanks. We'll be back in a little bit with some fights, and we really appreciate you guys watching us from around the world. Thanks, guys.
And we are back in action, everybody. Myself and Jeffrey Wilson looking at that cute T-shirt promotion there.
Yes, very cute T-shirt promotion.
Well, it'll look cute on you. I'm thinking we're going to cut off around the belly, right? And then we're going to get the sleeves off, and we're going to rock those things.
Pedro Nunez coming up against Jake Miletich. Sorry if I'm massacring your name, sir. Welcome back from our post-intermission. Pedro Nunez fighting out of Skunk River Grappling Dojo, Denmark, Iowa. He said he had 2 friends fighting in an event in 2012. Figured he'd give it a try. Won his first match. Been hooked ever since. I hear that story quite often. It doesn't take much to have the MMA bug bite you. He knows his opponent is tough, and it's definitely a great matchup. Could go any way. Very practical, because it definitely could. MMA is one of those sports like football, any given Sunday, but today it's any given Thursday. Any role models? He looks up to his coach, Gabe Lemley, Jordan Hinman, the henchman, Jonathan Thomas, and Parnell Davis. Said he's beat a few big names at the beginning of the last, and his last match been an underdog in a decent amount of fights, but came out on top. He's a resilient scrapper.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Which again is what we've come to expect here from Caged Aggression. No slouches, no tomato cans here. This is what we do and what we bring to the table. Well, they bring it to the table. We just talk about it. How cool was that little intermission there with former UFC Hall of Famer, UFC heavyweight champion rather, Tim Sylvia, and the Hall of Famer, and Steve Rusk. If you guys want to know who Steve Rusk, I suggest you go to Pat Miletich's interview with Joe Rogan to see how tough Steve Rusk was.
Scary man.
Great way to put it. Sounds quite scary. Jake Malik making his way into the cage out of Marty's MMA. Breaking Point Summit out of Bettendorf, Iowa. Big crowd support here from Jake. Listen to this crowd. Got into MMA through wrestling. Excited to showcase all of his hard work he's put in this game. Cardio, ground and pound, and the grappling are his strong suits. We will see. Looks up to his wrestling coaches. They played a big role in his life, as well as Robbie Lawler, Eric Jungerson. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. We will see here, ladies and gentlemen, as it is about to go down. Jake Malik versus Pedro Nunez.
Pedro coming in the slight favorite on the polls at 55%, 44% for Jake Malik. And this looks like an interesting fight in that it looks like it's going to be 5 3-minute rounds.
Okay, yeah, we're getting to the pro side. So now we're, looking at a little bit longer rounds here.
No. I mean that this is actually going to be 5 rounds of 3 minutes instead of 3 minutes of 5. Or 3 rounds of 5.
Right,
is what they have this one under.
Here we go. Jake and Pedro about ready to get on the good foot and do the bad thing as we begin the second half of night number 1 of this epic, historic 3-night mixed
Ladies and
martial arts
gentlemen,
pay-per-view event.
our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Amateur Light Heavyweight Division, powered by DJ's Fashion. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed in at 202 pounds. He trains at the Skunk River Grappling Dojo and is sponsored by Multi-Bar, Rod Rack, Silver Brax Fitness, EMH Honeybees LLC, Roop Tubes and Revelo Custom Woodwork. Joining us from Fort Madison, Iowa, Pedro Silverbrax Nunez. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, he stands 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighed in at 202 pounds. He trains at the Summit Training Center and Marty's Martial Arts and is sponsored by Total Rejuvenation, Advantage Tree Service, Quad City Irish Rugby Club, and Nicole's Creations. Joining us from Davenport, Iowa, Jake Miller.
Jake Melick get ready to square off against Pedro Nunez, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a good one. They've all been good, but keep your eyes open.
And this one is for the amateur 205 strap.
Yes, sir. Talked to Pedro Nunez yesterday. He said this is his first fight in 5 years. We'll see if any ring rust has been set upon Mr. Nunez. Feeling each other out the center of the cage. Nice low leg kick from Mr. Nunez. Big straight shot from Nunez. Ooh, attempted at a trip there. Melick got the best of it on top, half guard.
Melick doing a good job getting across sides.
Absolutely.
Headlock position, nice roll through by
Nice
Nunez.
roll. Wow, that's power right there.
But that's why
he's going for that arm.
He's got the. That's why you don't go for headlocks in MMA against experienced people. They're going to escape, take your back, do all kinds of stuff.
A lot of action on the ground right now.
Well,
too,
Nunez
Pat.
good with his hips there. He exploded, but now he's got his arms locked around the head, which do not help you at all.
Full mount from Malik.
Nunez turns over, turtles up a little bit. Has been able to buck him before. Bucks him again.
Well, he mule kicked out of those legs. That was beautiful.
Big fist from Jake.
Big shots from Jake. Tough to see how much.
He's winding up on him. Oh, solid shots.
Man, not even covering up, man. Minute and 35 seconds left here in the first round. Several unanswered hammer shots from Jake onto
Going
Mr.
straight to
Nunez.
cross sides again. Frying pan into the fire.
What does Pedro need to be doing here, champ?
Well, hand control and stand up. Every time he goes to pull guard, he's getting his guard passed. Now he's trying to roll. Got mounted, rolled right into that. Now the legs back in. That's just no fun right there.
He's flattened him out. Definitely flattened him out here. 1 minute left to go in the very first round. Jake Malik with control over Pedro Nunez in this very first round.
This might be it. He's flattened out. He's dropping shots on him. Not a lot of places for Pedro to go.
Well, this will shake your ring rust off getting pounded on like that.
Yeah.
That'll wake you up. He's got hand control here. Needs to stand up.
Stand up, like you said, yep.
Breathing pretty heavy from the bottom. Eats another right.
Yeah, we'll have to see where that cardio is at for Mr. Nunez, it being out 5 years.
He needs to hold onto that wrist and turn back into him and get him mounted again.
Jake is doing a good job of keeping his legs wrapped up. Got him flattened out here.
Ooh, another big shot from Box.
Big shots.
Man.
Referees need to take a look at that, but Jake seemed to have slowed down the offensive there. 15 seconds left. He might survive this first round. Got to watch out for the back of the head strikes there. Many unanswered shots here.
Now the question is that a 10-8 round?
It's over.
You think it's over?
Did he stop it?
Yeah.
Referee stopped at the very last second there of that first round.
No, it looks like that
I thought he stopped it.
Okay.
I thought the ref waved his arms.
I thought he did too, because he was definitely getting hit hard there.
We could see a replay of the end of the round there. That would be great.
Replay of that last 10 seconds there.
If the production truck can hear us.
But going back to what I said, is that a 10-8 round? He controlled, I'd say, about
dominant.
2.5 minutes.
Yeah, that's a 10-8 round.
Definitely dominant. Well, our pollsters are still thinking it's a 50-50 type fight here.
Here's some of the action right now before they go to the ground.
Tried the whizzer and tried to throw him and missed it.
Nice judo hip toss, didn't quite work out.
Here's Melick's mount, turning him over, flattening him out a little bit. And he rode that back for quite a while.
Jake was doing a great job there controlling position.
And here we go, gentlemen. They're about to step in for round 2. Miletich looking really fresh over there.
Jake's definitely feeling himself, ready to go. Let's see if Jake can capitalize on that first round success. Dropped him with a big left. Big left drops him.
Steps inside. When Miletich is throwing a kick, eats that huge left hand.
And that left kick did land, but not what that hand did.
Yeah, that fist on the jaw. Oh,
nice takedown.
Miletich coming back now.
Nice recovery. That was a big shot, boys.
All over him again here.
Getting that back.
Like stank on fists. He's all over him. Going back to those hammer fists to the head.
Nuno's trying to get out of there, but he's turtling up. Not being very explosive here. Eating some more shots.
Referee can't let those go unanswered like that first round there. He's still moving and scrambling.
Trying the Granby roll.
Yep.
Missed it.
Arm got loose on that one. Tried to roll him, couldn't do it. Getting up from being flattened out.
You know, the Granby roll in MMA, I just call it the fat man's roll.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
You got to have a really good grip on that arm as you roll it, though, right?
Yeah, and be similar shape to a barrel.
Or a Trowers.
Yes.
Wow, more of the same here in round 2. Jake with a commanding position. Nunez eating these hammer fists.
Taking a lot of abuse, man.
Just over a minute left in the round. If it stays this way, could it be another 10-8 round, even though he dropped him with that shot?
Yeah, that's not outweighing what we're seeing here.
It's not looking real.
Well, that's my point. Is
anxious.
Nunez maybe has 2 strikes in this round.
I mean, but look at his head. It looks like he hasn't even been hit. That's incredible.
Some people have that head, though. You know that.
I know.
Well, they haven't been really flush shots to the front of his face. It's been more kind of, not behind the head, but...
You see any bruises anywhere, bro?
I don't.
Doesn't look like the guy's got a mark on him, Pat.
Right.
Oh, another
big shot.
Goes right back.
He could just pound away on that right there.
About 30 seconds left in the round. Almost a repeat of the first round, other than that big shot that caught Miletich with that leg kick. Went in for that leg kick, took that shot. Looked like Nunez had a chance at the round and was able to recover, turned around, and
well,
brought
if
that
I'm
back.
the referee, I'm saying, listen, if you don't improve your position, I'm going to stop this.
Yeah, I mean, he's just taking so many unanswered blows.
Yeah.
Even though they don't appear to be doing any damage. I mean, I'm sure it's still a cumulative type thing.
Well, it looks like we're about to go into the third round. Remember, this is only 3 of 5, folks.
No, that's true. Yes, absolutely. Trying to maintain that hand control, but he couldn't really do anything other than that. He couldn't stand up.
How much energy has Miletich expended in those 2 rounds of constantly punching?
Yeah. Well, and you know, commanding that position, having his back, and
Nunez hasn't been like crazy active. He's been just turtling up.
And it speaks to the heavyweight division that it only takes 1 shot. And we almost saw that in the beginning of the second round.
Little sweet chin music goes a long way.
Polls have it at about 51% for Miletich. I would think that actually it's 50-50 right now as more votes come in. And I would think that you would definitely have him as the person who's going to win this fight. But like you said, we got 3 rounds left. And
absolutely.
Nunez has shown his power.
A lot of green
Miletich coming back and getting the takedown after getting dropped. Tell you what, great recovery.
Absolutely. Very impressive. And that was Nunez's little bright shining moment, that left hand that dropped Jake.
Well, you know what he's going for again. That's the beginning of this round. And Miletich knows what to look out for. I hope.
And Miletich looking pretty calm and composed, stepping out.
Absolutely, very, very casual looking. No sense of urgency, really.
You know, we talk about how good Nunez looks after taking, 126 unanswered shots.
Yeah.
There isn't a scratch on Miletich either, even from taking that big one. See both fighters have slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, a little more tentative as we start this third round. Nice little feint, almost with a low leg kick to set up strikes like that. Going low to go high. Left. He answers back with his own. Nice sprawl. Jake again. Getting his back. Whoa.
Whoa, gotta watch that one to the back of the head.
Yeah, Nunes felt that coming.
Starting to see some welts on Nunez's left side of his head there.
You can kind of see a knot right behind his ear, right on the top there.
Look, you guys have to examine it with a magnifying glass.
Well, it certainly doesn't look like that knee from earlier.
No.
Question mark here is Nunez's gas tank at this point. Throwing some kind of wild shots. Big looping left.
Big looping left. He did nothing to protect his face as he came down.
Oh, Jake with a big right. I couldn't tell if that landed or not.
Maybe looking for the neck there.
Can't see if he's got a dart working. Oh, okay.
I can't tell whether he's got his hands clasped together. That right arm was tucked a little bit under that neck. I'm not sure if he's going to go for that choke.
Well, there's a V choke in that spot. You trap their head on your sternum, but he's opting to move around and tried to anyway.
More shots from the top. Nunes taking more shots from the bottom.
1 minute left in the third round.
We've seen him in this position quite a bit in this fight.
We definitely have. He's found a home on his back, dropping those hammer fists.
Miletich just tried to sneak one underneath the arm and into the face.
The turtle up's been seems to be the most effective move for Pedro tonight. He seems like Jason, you just said, in a very similar position we've seen throughout this fight so far.
He's also trying to use that left arm to kind of seal the area where his head is. So now you got Kelly going with those body shots. Moved that arm, went for a headshot. About 20 seconds left in the round.
Getting that wrist control, but he's not necessarily standing up or doing anything with it. Oh.
And there it is. He's under the neck. This could be it.
I couldn't tell
he's
if
got about 10 seconds left.
away.
Oh,
He tapped him with seconds left in the third round. Jake Miletich tapped out Pedro Nunez. Wow.
Miletich launches his saliva-covered mouthpiece into the crowd. You can see the phlegm flying off of it. No trophy for the crowd, trust me.
Wow, that was awesome.
Great finish, though. Great fight.
Absolutely.
Took what was arguably a fight-ending shot and won that fight.
Yep.
And again, you know, you could ask, how many of those would have been 10-8 rounds? Would that been a 10-8 round? He controlled for a good minute and a half, 2 minutes again.
Easily.
Yeah.
You know?
Commanding performance from Jake Miletich.
No, it wasn't just the fact he got dropped. He got up right away and got a takedown.
Yeah, recovery like split second.
That was, I'm in trouble, and I need to get moving.
And I need to stop taking 5 years off in between fights.
Quite
possibly.
Well, from what I understand, I think Miletich weighed in at 203. You know, this is still amateur. You wonder, a guy like him gets down to 185, keeps improving.
Yeah.
You know?
Very good.
Yeah, that was a very impressive performance from Jake Miletich. Clearly the crowd favorite.
I'm just seeing that he has JM actually branded.
Ladies and
into his
gentlemen,
left
your
arm.
referee, Bruce Allen, has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 57 seconds into round 3, declaring your winner by submission due to rear naked choke and new Caged Aggression amateur lightweight champion, Jake Miletich.
Miletich picks up an impressive win and the gold.
All right, Jake, we're here with your winner and new Caged Aggression amateur light heavyweight champion, Jake Miletich. Jake, the smile on your face says it all. You've spent a long time traveling to this point. You've been dominating the Caged Aggression light heavyweight division for a while now. Talk about how it feels to finally get that strap.
Man, it feels good. Been a lot of hard work, but man, it paid off, so worth it.
Yes, sir. Well, look, you know, you definitely had no easy task in front of you with Pedro tonight. Talk us through the final moments of that night and securing the choke for the win.
Honestly, I just was peppering him up a little bit, and all of a sudden I just kind of felt it go, and when it goes, so it felt good.
Well, look, there were a lot of people cheering you on during that victory. I know you have some celebrating that you want to do. I'll let you do that, but first, anyone you want to thank before I let you get to the locker room?
I want to thank all my friends and family, everyone who's come on and support me over these 4 years. Shit means the world to me, guys. Appreciate it. This one's for you.
Well, as one chapter closes, another one begins. We're definitely looking forward to seeing where it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your new Caged Aggression light heavyweight champion, Jake Miletich.
Man, what a fight that was. Looking forward to this one, man. After talking to these guys in the weigh-ins yesterday, this could easily be something like a co-main event, main event. Luis Rivera against James Dunn. James Dunn predicting a first-round knockout of Luis Rivera. He obviously took exception to that. We'll see what he does to make sure that that doesn't happen this evening.
And Rivera coming in the favorite over at the polls at 70%. Dunn climbing, but still just above 30%. So I'm pretty excited for this one. And again, whenever you got that heat, that bad blood, that I'm going to do you wrong, and the other guy stepping into it, it makes it that much more interesting.
Well, and I always say, how could you be great unless you study greatness? He's out there studying greatness in New Mexico with Jackson Wink, the gym of Holly Holm, John Jones, Monterey Boxing Club, Black Mamba, out of Puerto Rico. Been boxing since he was 13 in Puerto Rico. His thoughts are on this: he wins, the other guy loses. Very simple and straightforward. Feels his hands, his boxing skills are his point to victory. Grappling purple belt, over 30 amateur boxing matches, high-level sparring partners, Bellator, UFC, LFA partners. Iron sharpens iron, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, if I'm going up against a guy that's been boxing since 13 and out of Puerto Rico, I'm guessing I'm probably going to get hit a few times.
Right.
That's not a guess.
No,
that's like you're certain.
Yeah, this is one I've been looking forward to, man. Even after, weighing in and cutting weight and all that, he was super focused, man. Had a very kind of philosophical attitude about fighting. And like you said, when you're practicing with the best, man.
Yeah, Joey Villasenor is in his corner.
Oh, is he really? I'm a huge Joey Villasenor fan.
Yeah, he's over there in the shirt right across from us in the reddish colored shirt. I talked to both these guys backstage when I was coming in. Great to see Joey again.
That was Joey. Oh my God, Joey. For those that don't know, you want to talk about a hammer in there.
Oh, yeah.
That guy was in some of the biggest stand-up wars you can imagine in MMA.
Yeah.
And he never really got his due in the UFC, but was in so many other great organizations.
Well, he and Lawler went at it in Pride in Vegas, the only American Pride event.
Oh, yeah, Robbie.
Yep.
James Dunn making his way to the cage, the man who's predicting a first-round knockout, fighting out of Chicago Fight Team, Chicago, Illinois. Got into MMA through a friend. Love it. He got excited for it. He said his striking power and his combos plus his pace will be making the difference this evening.
A lot of guys coming down from Chicago to fight down here because there are no fights in Illinois. That's why.
Oh, there are fights, and that's why crime has tripled in Chicago.
Sanctioned fight. Sanctioned fight, Bermas. Sanctioned fight.
Yeah, they just don't happen to be sanctioned.
Yeah, like you said, a little spice gets added to it when there's kind of, a little bit of rivalry behind it, especially when someone's trying to call you out, saying they're going to knock you out in the first round. How's our polls looking over there, gentlemen?
We are at Rivera at 77 and change, and Dunn at 22 and change.
I wonder how much money we'd have to give Pritzker to get him in here with one of these guys.
I'm sure there's people who do that for free, champ.
No, I'm saying how much would we have to pay Pritzker?
Oh, well, probably a couple batches of chicken wings. And
maybe eventually it'll be a plea deal for him. Go to prison or fight MMA.
Yes. Or maybe it's just a couple unmarked suitcases handed to him by Rahm Emanuel. That's all I'm saying.
A corrupt Chicago governor. I just never heard of that before.
Chicago and corruption?
I'm sorry, Illinois governor. I'm sorry.
Never, ever, ever.
But we digress.
Hey, this is our pay-per-view company. We can say what the hell we want.
James Dunn, Luis Rivera. About ready to get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Do not blink on this one.
He's like,
little fist bump beforehand. I like that.
I thought he was gonna ghost him.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Professional Bantamweight Division, powered by R3 Construction. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 136 pounds. He trains with Jackson Wink MMA and is sponsored by Mad Kingdom, Vital Proteins, Bloom Hemp, Whiteout Promotions, Hato Tejas Paint Center, and Santiago Auto Body. Joining us from Albuquerque, New Mexico, Luis Rivera. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighed in at 135 pounds. He trains with the Chicago Fight Team and is sponsored by Roland Corner, Insight Psycho, Delaney and Cameron Superheroes, The Nut House USA.com, Diamond MMA, MGA, BJJ, Egg Weights, and VSL Fighting Equipment. Joining us from Chicago, Illinois, James Dunn.
And talk about a mean stare.
Yeah,
Dunn
boy.
has not taken his eyes off him.
These boys are ready to do this. Let's see if that first round knockout comes. I don't see it happening, but anything's possible. Rivera seems like he has a little bit of length on him.
Ready. Round one, blue, you ready? Fight!
Kick, another inside leg kick right there. Rivera answering.
Straight left.
Leg kick from Rivera. Straight left. Dunn with a little bit of head movement. A couple feints from Rivera. Another leg kick from Dunn.
Doubling up on it.
Yep.
Both fighters.
Ooh, big left from Rivera.
Big right from
Dunn. Yeah, Dunn ran right in there with that one, huh?
both fighters clearly with some respect for one another.
Another leg kick.
Dunn's not setting up those kicks. He's going to get blitzed with the hand. Pretty quick if he keeps doing that.
Ooh, big
Nice
left by
left.
Rivera. That definitely caught him. He's trying to smile it off. You know when you're smiling, you're feeling it.
That means it hurt.
Oh,
Whoa, big right. Knees in the clinch there from Rivera.
Dunn blocking out the hips.
Big
big
elbow.
elbow on the inside.
Is he cut? Is he cut? That sounded like a coconut getting hit with a hammer.
Ooh, another right.
He's cut.
He's cut. Yeah, that was. Ooh, nice
Body shot after
combination.
the right hand. This man can bang. I'm already moving back. I don't want blood all over me.
Ooh, nice combination from Rivera. Bringing
Rivera
it.
starting to talk.
Talking a little smack.
Dunn stepping in.
Do not
big
do
right
that.
from Rivera.
Oh, they are talking.
Rivera talking to him.
Another right on that cut too. That left hook.
Big exchanges right now.
Absolutely, right in the center of the cage
You
too.
know, if I'm the referee, I'm moving around to the other side to check out the cut.
They're banging on the inside. boys.
Dunn not afraid to move forward with that big cut.
He's leaking.
His hands are coming down a little low, and especially that left one. I'm not sure I'm in love with that.
Yeah, he don't want to do that, man. Rivera's got the length on him. He can
Dunn's pushing his punches. He's not snapping them. Where Rivera, they're like pistons.
checking those kicks too with Rivera. Whoa, big left and a right. Hurt him. He's hurt.
Oh, another left, right, body shot, headshot. Gunn
Knees.
trying to crowd him. Trying to survive. Another couple body shots.
2 minutes and 37 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of time for Dunn.
Rivera is like stone cold killer, man. This kid is legit.
Body shot, headshot. Gunn all heart in there. Looks like he's shaking some of those cobwebs off.
Big left.
I never wanted a broadcaster to say all heart. That means you're losing.
Rivera putting them combinations together like nobody's business.
Oh.
Ooh, another big
To the
leg kick to the
midsection.
body.
If you're going to go to the body with a kick, use the left leg, go to the liver. Make it worth your time.
That blood is pouring.
Yeah, Dunn needs to stop talking to Rivera and get his game together here.
Yeah.
Oh,
big drop!
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Very first round
sick.
Holy man!
From behind!
Step through right hand.
Wow!
Holy
Wow! One hitter quitter, man. James Dunn pulling out the victory from the jaws of seemingly defeat in the very first round. He called it.
That was insane.
Whoa!
That is MMA, boy. I tell you
Man, that was amazing.
what. Step through right hand.
Uh-oh. God bless America.
I told you to get back.
Jeez. He's raining blood on your boy.
Smells like copper and iron in here.
Nothing better than that,
Never
guys.
thought I'd be wiping blood off my head by the end of the
Let's
night.
look at the replays here soon, hopefully.
Look at that gash over his eye.
Oh, man, that elbow sounded bad, too, when it hit him.
Wow, that was a shot that folded him.
I can't wait to watch it again. It literally
Rivera's
folded his
asking Joey Villasenor, like, wait a minute, what the hell happened? I was kicking his
Here we
ass.
go. I think this was earlier. Yeah.
See the step through right hand here. Boom, right there.
Wow. Slapped him with that right hand. Folded him, literally.
Oh, yeah.
Right over the top.
He was doing Irish yoga.
You know, the first six fights were great.
Yeah.
Number 7,
Yeah.
fight of the night so far.
Sick.
Yo, yeah.
Sick.
Oh, yeah. I told you we'd be getting these first round knockouts here in this post-submission batch of fights.
Oh, my goodness.
Rivera clearly upset on how that went. He was looking good, though. Was he not dropping? I mean, he was doing some damn work on James.
I'll also
Yeah,
say
you
this.
said looking. That's past tense.
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal, gentlemen. You know, Jackson Wink, high-level gym. They
Look
haven't done that great.
Look, the Irish yoga pose.
Oh, man.
He folded him all the way over, like you said, Jeff.
Wow.
The momentum.
That is nasty, McNair. Oh.
All right, Dunn's, I tell you what, he took some serious shots in that and came back from.
Well, and I'm sure this is not the last.
There's the elbow. Hit.
This is not. Oh, yeah. He felt that immediately.
Oh, yeah, he knew he was cut.
You have not heard the last of Luis Rivera. I can guarantee you of that.
No.
Oh, absolutely not. Rivera was looking very, very crisp
Oh,
in
man,
there.
he was looking good. All
mean,
it takes is
look at those two.
All it takes is one, man.
This is where he walked forward and had him finished.
Really did.
Felt he had it won.
Wow, combinations were just firing away. Elbows, uppercuts.
And Dunn recovers. He's recovered already.
Absolutely.
Took him about 35,
Here
40
it is.
seconds, and here he comes.
Step through. Boom. Boom.
And that was a windmill of a punch. That's about as big a right hand.
But it's a design step through right hand. It's, you know, it brings the right hand closer and you can go deeper with it. So it's deceptive. You know, that's the thing. You come from a further distance and slide that foot forward and bam.
Wow. Great fight. Looking forward to seeing both fighters progress in their careers.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And hopefully fight here in Caged Aggression again.
Woo! James Dunn. Maybe I need to go buy a lottery ticket. Have James Dunn pick some lottery numbers for me.
Yeah, not a bad idea, actually.
Woo.
And Dunn had that stone cold look in his eyes.
The whole time, too. Game face on.
Fought off adversity, fought off some big shots.
A huge gash and blood pouring into his eyes.
Yeah, and won that fight. Wow.
Yeah, that was an impressive win, man.
Does it get any more exciting in MMA?
I know, first round. Sleepers. Wow.
And then they're in there trying to do their best to clean up that blood, folks. Give the Cage crew their due.
Rivera clearly disappointed in his performance. I mean, really nothing to be ashamed of, but, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Josh Stewart, has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 5 seconds into round 1, declaring your winner by knockout, James Dunn.
Wow. That's all I can say.
All right, here we are with your winner, James Dunn. James, in such a short amount of time, you and Luis left us with a lot to unpack. I have no idea really where to start. So look, I'm gonna have you turn around with me real quick and check out some of your handiwork. Why don't you walk us through the final moments of that fight?
Well, he was hitting me with some good shots. He's definitely a well-rounded guy and comes to fight, but
I have a power that not many 135ers can handle. And if you fight at 135 and want to test that, James Dunn's always ready, okay?
Well, aside from the action, there was a lot of talking back and forth there during that matchup. Hey, can you let some of us in the crowd in on what some of that was?
Oh, that was just two guys having fun, exchanging words, and we were having fun in there. Luis will tell you the same thing.
It definitely looked like it. Definitely a show of good sportsmanship afterwards. Look, I know you got a lot you want to do, a lot you want to say. What do you want to close us out with?
I just want to thank Mike Goodwin for giving me this opportunity. It's been over 14 months since I fought last. Last guy I fought was TJ Laramie. He's now in the UFC. I know where I belong, and that's in the UFC. Chicago Fight Team has helped me immensely. Roberto Ramirez, Malik Elliott, everyone at Chicago Fight Team, all my teammates. I did not come in here and win. Chicago Fight Team came to Davenport, Iowa, and we brought home the W. I couldn't do this without them in my corner, without my friends, without my family, without my girl Tina, without everyone who supports me and lifts me up on a daily basis. I do not do this stuff alone. It takes so much for us fighters to get in here and really perform for you guys. I appreciate all you guys who came out. Thank you for buying tickets, t-shirts, supporting all the fighters. Even if you didn't purchase a ticket in my name, I don't care. You're here tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you.
James, we appreciate your performance. Thanks to you. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your winner, James Dunn.
James clearly showed he was not done.
Absolutely not done. Again, very excited to see that guy's career. And again, the confidence and having that power at 135. That is
without
correct.
a doubt.
And a lot of the guys.
Both of them have power. Right?
Well, yeah,
I
Luis
agree.
is clearly no joke. I mean, it came up with the short end of the stick on that one, but that kid is absolutely no joke. As we bring Benny Halder into the cage out of Absolute Mixed Martial Arts and Fitness in Des Moines, Iowa. Interesting little backstory. Found MMA at a point in his life when he was struggling with depression from a friend's death, and through MMA has taught him a lot about life lessons and morals, etc. That's a pretty inspiring story. Very excited for this matchup. He's been training with a new team at Absolute. Been working. He's been a long-time grappler that has worked on becoming way more well-rounded. And in MMA, you definitely want to be well-rounded. Looks up to people that are great at what they do, his coaches, his girlfriend, that drive him to be better every single day. He says this is the lowest he's ever weighed for a fight to date. Coming in as light as he ever's come in.
Well, it means he's in shape. You got to work the weight off.
Yeah, without a doubt. He'll be going up against Luke Rodriguez. But right now, it's Benny Halder stepping into the cage, preparing to step in the cage, that is.
Victor Moreno in the corner right there. Fought in the IFL, UFC.
Oh, the IFL. My goodness, I love the IFL.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I just love that whole idea, the team aspect of it. That was so cool, man.
Sure.
So cool.
Yeah.
Of course, Pat Miletich here, the coach of the Silverbacks.
I don't know if they did that because I walk like a monkey.
It's just the posture. Yeah, very posture.
Let's call them the Silverbacks. You know, many times posture is a sign of low self-esteem.
Is that true?
I think so.
I don't think your posture is a sign of low self-esteem. I think yours is one getting ready to crack somebody in the next week.
Actually, you know, I think I always looked at the ground because I got picked on so much as a kid.
That's it.
I'm serious. My brothers were all 6'5". I got my ass beat.
It's a beautiful thing about big brothers. We got Luke Rodriguez making his way into the cage, fighting out of Davenport, Iowa. He's always been a fan from the early days of the UFC. Just wanted to jump in there and try it out when he turned 18. Recognizes Ben, his opponent will be a very tough guy, but feels like he'll be the better fighter tonight. Got to have that confidence, of course.
And you know, I can't reiterate enough. If you are in the area, there are 2 more nights of these fights. Look how many MMA superstars. Pat Miletich is here. We've got Jens Pulver. Tomorrow night. Tim Sylvia on the mic for a little bit. I mean, this has been a star-studded caged aggression event, and the fights have been even better.
If you're sitting by Tim, don't leave your sandwich unattended.
Where'd my sandwich go? Tim's wiping his corners of his mouth off.
He's a large man. He is a large man.
It's like, no, it's like Naked Gun with the giant dude in the lab. When Leslie Nielsen looks up and goes, "Hey, you got something on the corner of your mouth?"
Yeah, half
a banana falls on the table.
Oh, the good old gun. I miss those days, man. I saw Naked Gun in the theater as a kid, and I, you know, not super inappropriate. I think it was like 7 or 8 years old. It was like 1987.
But you got all the sexual innuendos.
Well, I'll never forget when he's driving by those 2 things that are shaped like women's breasts, and he's talking about his memories. That stuff is gold, man. Police Squad, Naked Gun, God rest.
I cannot believe OJ did not get an Oscar for that.
He definitely should have got an Oscar.
Especially the wheelchair part.
Right, the ending. Reggie Jackson, too. You know, that one was star-studded.
We digress once again. Classic flick, though. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Benny Halder and Luke Rodriguez getting ready to get on the good foot and do the bad thing. As we are in the first night of 3 nights.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Professional Lightweight Division, powered by Lynch Heating and Cooling. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 153 pounds. He trains at Porcelli's Training Center and is sponsored by Viking Ninja, Action Coffee, KSP Tabs, the Zen Sensations, Jennings Callan Advisors, and Absolute MMA and Fitness. Joining us from Des Moines, Iowa, Benny Halder. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighed in at 155 pounds. He trains at Summit Training Center and Delph's Pro Gym and is sponsored by Better Basement Systems, Steester Flooring, DP Design, J&J Auto Glass, Ace Waterproofing, 1117, Ryan Byrne Mortgage Advisor with Key Auto Group, and Fat Bottom Labs. Joining us from Davenport, Iowa, Luke Rodriguez.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Luke Rodriguez, Benny Halder. How are we looking on those polls there, J-Dub?
Polls are almost dead even. Benny Halder just edging him out by about 1.5%.
We shall see as we get ready to start this matchup. Round 1. Benny Halder looking to pick up his first W.
Both of them are. If they were both undefeated, you'd say someone's always got to go. But in this case, you can still say someone's always got to go. Both looking for their first
True
victory.
That, champion. True that.
An extra dose of black oxygen today. I'm extra with you, Jeff.
What? That goes without saying. Stay with it.
Cleaned out the aluminum out of my brain cells.
60 times its carrying capacity. It tends to do that.
I'm not sure what we're waiting on here.
Ring doctor, maybe?
Well, they want to hear more about Black Oxygen, where you can go to blackoxygen.com/Jeffery-Wilson to check it out, or /Pat Miletich to check it out. Stuff is game changing.
PJ Miletich, yeah.
PJ Miletich, right? Benny giving some shout outs to the champ over here before we get ready to start this out.
Excited for this one. Not quite sure what's going on right here, but it looks like they're waiting on something.
And, you know, if your wife has some sort of hormonal imbalance, she's yelling at you a lot. If you get a black oxygen, it balances the hormones.
Well, there we go.
Resets the gut biome. 45% more oxygen at a cellular level. Best electrolyte on the planet.
Antiviral, anti-inflammatory.
Okay, here we go.
You ready?
Here we are.
Ringside dock, and we're getting the dance on. They touch gloves.
Here we go, Rodriguez. Halder in the middle of the cage. Nice attempt at a T kick there from Rodriguez. Nice outside leg kick. Swing and a miss. Looks like Halder's got a nice Muay Thai kind of stance going.
Another right.
He throws that right with some intention.
Pretty good body kick right there.
We heard that one.
Switching it up, going to the other side of the leg.
Slow. So the shin bones are hitting, so that's why it's not slapping. That's you can hear a dead thud. That's a good kick.
Pressure. Get off that
Walking him down there up against the cage here.
Rodriguez picks him up. Looks like he's taking him for a ride. Dumps him
Big
pretty hard.
slam.
Pretty hard dump right there. Some elbows to try to get out of it by Halder.
Oh, he's hacking him with those.
Yeah, he was.
Rodriguez
He's
underneath again.
Getting up without hand control. Got to strip those hands.
Gonna try to maybe go for another takedown here.
Oh, big head.
Spinning heel kick, lost his balance, went down, recovered quickly.
Both guys getting a little wild.
Trying to create those highlight reels that we see here at Cage Aggression MMA.
Good body kick there. Loaded up on that one.
Switching it up there is Rodriguez.
There it is. Double that up. Double that up.
Halder just keeps walking forward, dude. That looked low.
Straight left there, landing on Halder.
Inside low kick. Another attempt at the high kick there.
Benny's got some bad intentions on a lot of them strikes he's throwing.
I know what he does. What's he going to do?
What's he need to do, champ, to get him down
Well,
the
he's
inside leg
got to
trip
run
there?
the pipe, circle it like that.
There you go. Ooh, got to come up.
Attempted key lock there.
2+ minutes to work right here.
Absolutely. This very first round. Benny Halder, Luke Rodriguez.
Elbow from the bottom. Grazed the beard.
Yes, elbow, short elbow.
Perfect position for those short elbows that his coach is calling for. Get the hooks in there.
So he got the choke. Trying to get it. No.
Yeah. Bad
He's
position
got
up
it
against the cage.
underneath.
Does he? The end of the chin?
Well, the one arm was, he looks like he blocked it out. He's still got about 90 seconds to work here. There it is. It's underneath. Can he lock it up?
He's grabbing hold of that hand, saving his neck.
Yep.
Ooh, wow, he is under there, though.
Swapping arms. Now trying to put that right arm underneath. Switching it up. Now going back
Ooh, I
to
think
the
he's
left.
under it. 1 minute left here. Will he get it? Can he get it?
Oh, there it is. It looks like he's locked it in. Is that going to be enough? It's tough to see from this angle. Nope.
Nope.
Still got his hand in wrist control.
Smart. Don't let go of that hand. Stay 2-on-1.
That's what's keeping him alive.
Now switch to the other hand. Yep, smart. Good defense.
He's got that right arm underneath with about 48 seconds to go.
Well, he needs to rip his left hand straight back and go palm to palm and quit trying to put it behind his head. He's just wasting his energy.
Scramble.
Been out there, yep.
Rodriguez up.
Ooh.
Mouthpiece flew out on impact.
30 seconds left. Got those hooks in.
Well, he lost his mouthpiece. You do a jaw crusher. Just make him think about his teeth.
Nice scramble there, getting to his feet. Oh, reversal, nice.
That was a really fundamental mistake there.
He paid for it with a couple elbows coming to the end of this first round.
It seems like Halder almost did that himself. You know, when he flipped himself over.
He got way too top heavy. Out of position there.
What do we score in that first round, boys?
I'm going Halder.
Yeah, Halder round for sure. Not too dominant, but at the same time, definitely definitive. And, you know, I'd like to see him not be so wild with those high kicks. Set it up with a 1-2.
Yeah. Has our poll adjusted at all?
We're still at about 51 and change to 48, so just about 2% difference. Not too much.
Nice slam there.
There was again, he was going for that high kick, but again, just too wild.
Both guys got wild on that one, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty fast pace they've set here in this first round. Let's see if they'll keep it up.
They're picking up ice over in the other corner.
Uh-oh.
Made a big mess over there. That's why Ziploc baggies should not be allowed for ice. They pop open all the time. It should be an actual ice bag with the metal cap, with the threads on it.
I know what you're talking about. Preach it, Mr. Miletich.
Yeah, right.
Preach it. I mean, let's talk about that. It's already kind of slick in there, right?
Yeah.
You know, in the cage.
They're fighting on vinyl, not canvas. And the reason,
huge difference.
Well, the reason the vinyl is used in shows, it costs a lot of money to make a new canvas for each show. You got to think about that. It's thousands of dollars. You know, the UFC can afford to do that every show.
Yeah.
You know, local shows, you know, they'd never make any money if they were doing that.
Starting this first round out, kind of tentative here, these boys are. In the middle of the cage, a little inside leg kick there from Rodriguez. Nice high kick.
There's a good high kick from Rodriguez. That one might have hurt him.
Something happened to his finger. Dislocate his finger, or his finger came out of the glove?
No, his glove got stuck.
Squaring up back to the middle of the cage here. Ooh. Big body shot.
Then to the head. He
Low went high. Definitely
he
rocked
wobbled him a little bit there.
Yes, sir. Nice little trip maneuver from Halder. Didn't quite take him down there.
One low, one high.
Good body push kick right there. Something a little different.
Switching levels.
I'd really like to see Rodriguez, instead of swinging for the head, maybe go for some of the body, especially if he's going to go for those head kicks.
Yeah.
Get him to lower those hands a little bit.
Sure.
He's finding a home with some of them leg kicks to the body.
Halder looking to trip him. Got the single, runs the pipe, and a guillotine down in the well.
Tough to see how deep
down
that
in the
is.
well.
Oh, he got him! Tapped him out! Very quick. Quick choke. Right here, 3 minutes and 30 seconds of the second round. Luke Rodriguez pulling the choke out.
When Halder landed down in the well, you knew it was going to be tight. That's the worst place you can be in that choke.
And he had made a couple mistakes on the ground before, and you mentioned that.
Yeah.
And that one cost him the fight.
Absolutely. Kind of walked him into it there. Impressive W picked up from Luke Rodriguez.
You know, it's like Luke kind of picked up the pace, landed that hard body kick, the head kick, you know, was getting after it a little bit, and forced Halder to go for that single leg.
And didn't make mistakes on the ground.
Right.
As he warded off a choke for a good 2 minutes from both sides.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good point. Good
Impressive
point.
defense. Still an impressive performance from Benny, nothing to be ashamed of.
Absolutely.
It just speaks to the overall level of these fights and how well these matchups have been made. And on top of that, again, you can have a guy look like he's going to be beat. We've seen it several times.
Watch him pull it out. See how he lands on his side and traps his back.
Walked him right into that.
And it looks like he has his hands clasped right there.
Oh, yeah.
Almost immediately.
He had it locked up going to the ground.
He tapped pretty quick, so you knew that was tight.
Always tough to tell from certain angles, but he got that one in quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Josh Stewart, has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 25 seconds into round 2, declaring your winner by submission due to guillotine, Luke Rodriguez. All right, here we are with your winner, Luke Rodriguez. Luke, first of all, congratulations on your win tonight. I know you've been patiently waiting to get back into that win column. Hey, talk about how it feels after such a great performance.
Oh, man, it feels good to be here talking with you. It's been a while, Jason. Making my night. No, it just feels good. You know, he's a hell of a competitor. He's tough. You know, he put me in some real tough positions that first round. I really had to work on him. But, you know, just got it through. I got the toughest corner in the game. You know, 2 of my best friends in here. I can do anything with them in there.
Look, you know, your performances, you know, to be honest, they mirror each other a lot. You perform hard, you know, you're very technical when you're in the cage, and, you know, your kicks, you know, enough said about your kicks. What was different about tonight? What felt good about tonight other than that win?
You know, just my whole camp. I took a whole approach. My girlfriend really kept me, she kept me on it, kept me true to my game. She really pushed me and made me put the work in that needed, and it showed tonight.
Well, look, it was definitely fun to see. Great to see you get back in action and get back in the win column. What we forget before I let you get to the celebration, Luke?
First of all, and whoever is doing anything tonight, come join me at the party, 1117. It's a great bar. Come out. Let's have some fun tonight. Thank you, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your winner, Luke Rodriguez.
Most people say when you grow up, you gotta put away the toys. Here at McKee Automotive, we say they just get a whole lot bigger. Whether it's spicing up your daily driver or that full custom build of your dreams, we're here to make it happen. McKee Automotive, pursuing excellence with creative vision.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, our co-main event of the evening. Kane Luger going up against Blake Builder. This one will be fireworks without a shadow of a doubt, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, Kane Luger, talk about a name straight out of the WWE, bro.
For sure.
Literally, it's like an amalgamation of wrestling greatness.
Yes, yes.
And UFC,
I want to meet Dad.
Kane Velasquez, you know, taking a little page from the
Lex Luger, we're going to do it.
Of course. Blake Builder making his way to the Cage Classic Fight Team. Raw Talent Boxing out of St. Paul, Minnesota. MMA got into me, all joking aside. I found it in a gym at 18 years old, and after he was boxing for a year. Says he is prepared to make a statement tonight. He wants his opponent to know that he's strong in every area, and he's somebody that people will want to watch. Influenced by John Jones, Anderson Silva, understanding they paved the way over the years with the sport. Interesting little note here, he once cut 30 pounds in a day for his first title fight and dominated the guy within a minute. 30 pounds in a day. Wow.
Sounds like an enema was involved.
Clean them pipes. Talking to him yesterday at the weigh-ins, he's quite the character, man. Very animated human being. Very confident in his skills, been training with the likes of like TJ Dillashaw.
Oh yeah, no, he's got amazing training partners.
Again, iron sharpens iron, man. How can you be great unless you study greatness? Blake Builder awaiting his opponent, Kane Luger, in this co-main event of night number 1. Right here at the River Center in downtown Davenport and live on pay-per-view across the planet Earth. Hope you guys have enjoyed the fight as much as we have. Wow, this has been amazing. And again, it's just night number 1. Blake stepping into the cage.
And he is the favorite on the polls at about 61%. Kane Luger about to step down the runway.
Hard Drive Performance Center out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I do recall calling some of Kane's fights before, got into MMA because he was being bullied because of his Tourette's at the time. Realizes Blake is a tough opponent, has his unbeaten record, but he looks forward to handing him his first loss. started doing kickboxing matches illegally at the age of 14. So we got some guys that are committed to the scrap. Getting his mouthpiece ready before he gets to step into the cage to get ready to do battle. It's weird after seeing these guys after they weigh in and after they get hydrated and eat a meal, they just fill out that much more. It didn't look quite like that yesterday, but made weight, and here we go.
Eric Koch in his corner, UFC veteran.
Yep, his coach is Eric Koch, Keani Koch, and past coach Jimmy Martin.
Yeah, the Koch brothers.
Johnny Martin.
Not the Koch brothers you're thinking of, the billionaires.
Yeah.
The Koch brothers that'll kick your ass.
Here we go. Been looking forward to this one all night. During the interview with Kane yesterday, it was a little tough because he was a man of very few words. Clearly he's going to be letting his talking do his talking for him in the ring.
Happens with fighters. Some are really talkative, some just want to get to business.
Well, it was just the opposite. Like, Blake was just super loquacious, just kind of going off a cool personality, and Kane was silent. Silent but violent.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our co-main event of the evening, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Professional Featherweight Division, powered by Brands Martial Arts. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighed in at 144 pounds. He trains with Subfighter MMA, Classic Fight Team, and Raw Talent Boxing, and is sponsored by OC Fight Docs, All or Nothing, California Shirtsmiths, The Builder System, Triumfo MMA, Massage Matters, Tacos Manuel, Jetty Electric, Cal Attorney, Dream Sports Agency, Red Buddha Tattoo, Our Life CBD, Performance Welding, and North 17 Real Estate. Joining us from Costa Mesa, California, Blake Builder! And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 144 pounds. He trains at Hard Drive Performance Center and is sponsored by Bloom Hemp CBD, Vital Proteins, and Top Shape Gym. Joining us from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Killer Kane Luger.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, our co-main event of the evening. Kane Luger, Blake Builder. It's about to go down. How's our poll looking over there, Bermas?
We got Kane Luger at 38.33%. We got Blake Builder at 61.67%.
Disparity there.
All right, what's the holdup this time?
I know. What happened to the last one? Let's get it together, fellas.
Fight Doctor's dropping a deuce.
This is Caged Aggression, not Caged Keep Me Waiting. Oh, boy.
Hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait.
Well, at least we got some beats. We got some funky beats for you, Jeff.
It's got to be frustrating for these guys just sort of staring across the cage at each other, just waiting to do damage, and now you got to wait. What are we waiting?
Probably the doctor. I think that's what we were waiting on the last time.
Doctor's doing his own thing.
You know, as we wait, we were talking about weight cutting, and obviously 30 pounds at any moment for a guy this size, forget about a day. What was the most radical weight cut you saw at Miletich Fighting Systems?
Oh, I mean, there were some big ones. I mean, I didn't keep track of my weight one of my title fights.
Here we go, outside leg kick there from Boulder.
Got on the scale an hour before weigh-in, and I was 10 over, so I had to cut 10 pounds in 1 hour. That wasn't fun.
Doesn't seem like it would be pleasant.
Kane starting off firing away. Leg kicks, strikes.
Ooh, both these guys very focused, stepping in with leg kicks. Ooh, big head kick.
Hand was up though. Builder had that right hand on his head. Protected very well. Look at him hunting that neck.
He's in there.
But Builder's doing a good job. He's outside the leg, so his neck is protected on one side by the body of Luger.
Yeah, Kane doesn't look like he's squeezing, obviously, with that other
So
arm.
now Luger could be in trouble if Builder can work his way up the body here and lock his hands. If Luger keeps a hold of that head, he could end up getting himself choked out. I would recommend you pull that hand out of there. There you go. That can end real bad.
And it looks like Builder, though, is looking for some type of choke here. Doesn't connect.
Trying to reverse.
Yeah, Kane Luger tried to flip him over, couldn't do it.
If you do that and you rock one way, you got to scoot your hips out and push on the hips the other way to at least get them back in guard. If you're not going to be able to roll them like that.
They're still on top.
The hip explosion there. Quite get it.
Luger looking like he's expending a lot of energy on the bottom, trying to get him off.
Builder's staying composed, letting him wiggle around and waste energy.
A lot of time left, over 3 minutes left in the round.
Absolutely.
You can tell little signs of who's composed and who's not in this position. Now it's Builder, he's just settled in. Letting him do all kinds of movement, panic a little bit.
Right there in the half guard.
See, that's a lot of energy doing that. To have it not get you into a better position. Key lock here. Now he
looks like key lock. Yeah, absolutely. He's got that bad boy. Oh,
Luger gets out of it.
When you lock with your arm underneath their head like that, you want to slide your arm out from underneath the head and go to the correct position to finish that. And I was expecting Builder to do that. He's trapping the arm. He's working his way out on the arm. See how he's attacking it and pinching it? Just isolating the arm away from his body so that it's weak. See how he's trapping it, sliding down again. Left hand will grab the wrist eventually.
And he's got that left arm pretty isolated. If he could step over the right arm and get him in that crucifix position, he might be able to turn that Kimura over. Looking to step back over for full mount. Doesn't quite get it. Goes back to side control.
Working down the arm again.
Again, Kane spending a lot of energy. Elbows from Builder raining down.
There he can grab the wrist if he wanted to. Make him panic on the strikes and then snatch the wrist to go to the key lock. Now he's got the inverted triangle. Now he can go to the key lock. There's a double whammy
Luger's
submission.
in trouble here.
He's in big
trouble here.
Minute and 45 left in the round.
That's no fun.
No, it is not. He's turning that arm pretty well right now. Tap, there it is.
Here it is. Wow. Wow. Impressive first round victory from Blake Builder.
4-0 now.
And be careful you don't break his neck celebrating.
And it seems just once he got on top of Luger, he executed his game plan. He was very patient, took his time, and got his submission.
Very composed, like the champ was saying.
No, good tight game on top there. Real tight game.
Ooh, another good one, folks.
That was amazing. Yeah, that was awesome. That was impressive. Look out for both these guys, but Builder is no joke.
He's just got a tighter game. It's a tighter game.
And they're both in there breaking down what happened. You love seeing that, you know?
Yeah, good sportsmanship.
Good sportsmanship, yeah, absolutely. Wow.
So you see why he's undefeated.
Yeah, I have to say, that's the co-main I was waiting for. Yeah, very impressive. First round, like that was, he made rather short work of Kane, but obviously Kane has nothing to be ashamed of. He's a warrior.
You need to say rather with an English accent.
Rather?
Rather.
You know what I mean?
It's just...
Maybe we'll do that for the next
Ladies
fight.
and gentlemen, your referee, Bruce Allen, has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 20 seconds into round one, declaring your winner by submission due to armbar, Blake Builder.
Very impressive.
All right, come on over here, Blake. Get you over here on this side. All right, we're here with your winner, Blake Builder. Blake, hey, first of all, congratulations. You made that long trip out here, well worth it, in what a lot of people were calling, potential fight of the night. Talk to us how it feels coming so far and getting the victory.
I feel amazing, man. I got the best team alive. It's actually called the Dream Team. We got Tyler Wombles, Adam Lynn, and RTB Chewy G. With that combination, we just can't get beat, bro. We got the best of everything. Kickboxing with Tyler, boxing with Chewy, and Adam Lynn to put it all together, So it's a blessing to come out here, guys. I appreciate you guys welcoming me out to Iowa. Let's go, Iowa. Thank you guys so much. Last night, it's just kind of crazy. We saw a guy almost die, this guy Pookie. So I just want to give a big shout out to Pook. He had a seizure, and my coach has saved his life in the hotel. It was crazy. So shout out to Pook.
All right, so look, we've saved lives. You've come out to the Midwest. You got a big win. What's next?
Oh, man, strap season, baby. Let's go. Y'all want to see me back here, please? Get your popcorn ready. Let's make it happen. They call me Al Animal for a reason. I'm ready to get locked up in a cage and do work.
Well, I think there's a lot of people ready to see that. Did we leave anything out of this before I let you get to it?
Yeah, man, I just want to thank all my 100 sponsors that you had to name off before. But I want to thank all my sponsors, all my fam from Minnesota coming out and showing love. You guys don't know how much that means to me. My coaches, we got the best coaches around, and we're just ready to improve, get better, and get to that big show. So let's make it happen.
Well, I know there's a lot of eyes focused and watching to see what happens next. Hey, look, until then, let's hear it one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for your winner, Blake Builder.
We should all be very concerned about how we find a way to slow down the trajectory of this virus.
We do start this half hour with more on how the coronavirus is impacting the sports world. New announcements overnight.
As the world stopped due to the ravishing effects of the COVID-19 virus, Caged Aggression MMA pioneered live sports entertainment when they broke barriers to safely host 3 back-to-back-to-back two-night events.
And if a promo like that doesn't get you pumped,
Yeah.
I don't know what will. And the fight's nice, you just get them just as pumped. Can't wait for the main event. 2 more nights, Mr. Miletich. I just wish they were with you two.
Oh, yeah, no, I would absolutely love to be here. Have to head to Oklahoma, of course. Call some fights down there Saturday night. But I'm sure you guys will be in good hands with Jens Palmer.
Yes, sir. And this is it, the reason for the season, ladies and gentlemen, our main event of the evening. Rakeem Cleveland going up against Parnell Davis. Rakeem thinks it's a good matchup. Two big veterans. Thinks his striking is going to be the difference maker. Looking forward to this one, man. Always look forward. I mean, any of these fights, but the heavyweights always swing the hammers. It's always fun to watch them get in there and do their thing.
And these are a couple of big boys.
Without a doubt.
Don't blink on this one if you're at home. CagedAggression.tv, baby.
Yeah, it's going down right here. It could go the distance, of course, but I don't know. What are we looking at the polls, my friend?
We got Cleveland coming in at about 68% and Parnell Davis at about 32%. So Cleveland is definitely the favorite according to the fans online.
Yeah, the money's on Mr. Cleveland. We shall see. As we are about to witness the main event of the evening for night number 1 of Caged Aggression Triple Threat, the 3-night mixed martial arts pay-per-view event, which has 2 more days left. And like we were saying, tomorrow night it will be Lil Evil Jens Pulver joining Jason and myself and the broadcast team. Looking forward to that as always.
I'm guessing you're probably going to be taking Monday off from doing a podcast after 3 days in a row, Jason.
You would think that, but not me. I have to do that hour and a half Biden watch along. Let me tell you, I'm a lot happier watching fights than Biden barely able to speak. Just
well,
saying,
you need
folks.
to show respect for somebody who's been in, the United States Senate for 120 years. Come on, Jason.
You're right. Oh, how dare we?
Parnell Davis making his way to the Cage Hard Drive Performance Center, Skunk River Grappling Dojo, Columbus Junction, Iowa. Interesting story. He wanted to get into shape, was over 300 pounds, and was partying and drinking. Realized boxing and MMA could do a lot to help him get into shape, and then here we are. Feels his durability, versatility, and top control. And his jab will be the difference maker. Looks up to Anderson Silva, Gabe Limley, Keone, and Aaron Coach.
And obviously a family man. Before the event began, I saw him getting in the cage with his son, who's obviously giving him a little smack and a way to go, Dad. You gotta love that.
Absolutely. Apparently not a fan of the porn, judging his t-shirt. Walking out with a person who's going to be on our broadcast team come Saturday, Jordan the Henchman Hinman. Parnell Davis, about ready to get into the cage and face off against Rakeem in this epic main event. Talking to Parnell, he said it's going to not be your normal heavyweight fight. It's going to be very methodical, very strategic, not just going there to just swing for the fences. We shall see how it turns out. Parnell anxiously awaiting his opponent to step into the cage so he can make this happen. Here we go. Again, main event of night number 1. We've only just begun here in Caged Aggression at the River Center. March 25th, 26th, 27th. Trifecta of MMA going down.
Davis walking in there with a big smile.
I watched him walk past Rakeem Cleveland earlier, and he goes, Miletich. I look at him, he goes, smile.
What we now?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event of the evening, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Professional Heavyweight Division, powered by Modern Woodman Fraternal Financial. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall and weighed in at 257 pounds. He trains with the Mason City Fight Team and is sponsored by Dope Desserts, Doc's Lounge, menus and more, Dakota Fight Gear and Fight Wife Jess Designs. Joining us from Ankeny, Iowa, Rakeem Cleveland. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, he stands 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighed in at 281 pounds. He trains with the Skunk River Grappling Dojo and Hard Drive Performance Center and is sponsored by Manhood Fightwear, CrossFit Teo, and Sanity Coffee Shop. Joining us from Columbus Junction, Iowa, the Rebirth, Parnell Davis.
All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the back. Fight clean, fight fair, fight hard, and obey my commands at all times. Rakeem, you got any questions? Parnell, do you have any question? Touch them up now, she with. Let's do this.
The Rebirth, Parnell Davis getting ready to square up against Rakeem Cleveland. Hope you went to the bathroom and got your drinks handy, because this one put in quick.
All right, you ready? You ready? Let's go.
There we go. Cleveland stepping to Davis.
Yep.
Davis stepping back, both hands way down.
Danger rule.
Stay right now, let's go. Stay down the middle, Rakeem. Left foot on the outside.
You know, he said he was going to be methodical, but be responsible with your methodology, because dropping hands against somebody like Rakeem could have your night end early.
Absolutely.
Nice inside leg kicks from Rakeem. A nice high kick caught by Parnell.
Trapped it. Oh, he had a chance.
Would have liked to have seen him set something up instead of just running their headlong like that.
Yeah.
Some big shots by Cleveland.
1-2, 1-2. Shoot the straight, get to the side.
Davis has those hands super low.
Yeah, dangerously.
Rakeem has a quick left hand.
Let's go, Rob. Okay, go back. Let's go.
A lot more mobile also.
Absolutely. Pressing the action without a doubt.
To the side.
That right hand.
Parnell having issues keeping his chonies up.
2-2.
Slowly feeling each other out here in this first round. Big right and left hand from Parnell, or from Rakeem.
Straight 2 down the middle. To the side.
Rakeem seeming a lot more mobile and diverse in his striking. Parnell seems to be kind of loading up with a one shot there. Nice leg kick. Oof. Swinging for the fences.
Threw that completely.
Both these guys pretty super relaxed being 2 minutes into this fight.
Yeah. Clearly respecting each other's power.
Switching up the production stance.
Davis really hasn't let his back get off that cage.
His head movement slipped that left from Mr. Cleveland.
You know, at any fight, for the most part, at a high level, easy to get knocked out if you make a big mistake, right? But at heavyweight, there's a little bigger price to pay for getting hit solid. You know, they obviously higher percentage of ability to knock you out per number of shots. So
Cleveland trying to goat Parnell in. Both of them putting their hands low, a little showboating a little bit. A takedown?
Tried it.
Went for it.
He's hammer fisting that knee. I don't think I've seen that before.
Spencer Fisher used to do that years ago. It hurts.
Cumulatively, I can only imagine has a similar effect as a leg kick.
Well, you could throw a lot more of them, a lot faster. It might not be quite as powerful, but it's
Right.
going to hurt. I mean, it's a hammer fist.
And Cleveland continues to do it. He just threw another one. Interesting short-range shot when you got somebody grinding up against the cage.
Oh, he's
in the manner
doing a
he
good
does.
job driving his head into his jaw. Look at him crushing him up against that cage. Becomes a cheese grater for your skull.
Almost 1 minute, 30 seconds left in this first round.
And right now, I'd have to say, obviously, this is a Cleveland round. Davis is going to have to do something in order to maybe score with the judges.
Foot stomp. The foot stomps, baby.
Well, I think they're obviously mindful of their pace because I'm not sure their endurance at this point to do the whole 5 rounds. Both fighters staying in close.
Cleveland backs out.
In the distance there. Parnell seems to be pretty comfortable keeping his back right there against the cage. Ooh, big right and left.
Left from Cleveland. A little less than a minute left in the round.
Looks like Cleveland thought he had a low blow there. Referee didn't see it.
Cleveland invited him out to the center of the cage. Like, seriously, let's go out here.
He's trying to get him away from that cage where he can get a little leverage. He wants to pull him out to the center. Davis hesitant to go there. Backing right back up to that cage.
Not a lot of activity coming out of either fighter right now.
Just under 30 seconds left in the round. Davis with a slight jab. Not a lot of follow-up on it. Still hands very low.
Iowa fans are being a little vocal.
They want that action. They want that action, especially
imploring them to do something.
Especially following up on some of these last few fights we've seen post-intermission. We've seen KO, submission.
Big head kick again. That time he didn't catch it. Catches a left afterwards, a knee.
Cleveland going off there at the end. Knees and
won the round.
Absolutely.
Smart.
What are we thinking, gentlemen? That was a pretty close round. How do we score in that one?
Cleveland 10-9. Definitely, he was. Yeah, his output was bigger the entire round. Parnell really didn't land with much. His biggest opportunity at success was probably
catching that kick.
Exactly, that initial head kick. He wasn't able to do much with it.
How's the poll looking there, Bermas?
We got Parnell
Davis. How dare you
Davis.
ask him that? Live on air, for God's sake.
We got Parnell Davis at 37% and change, and we got Cleveland at 62% and change. But we know what happened last time that happened.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. And I will say this. Parnell is looking for that one shot, that one big shot to put him down.
Well, interesting, neither fighter took the stool between rounds there. In between the round. Seems like Cleveland expressing a little bit of frustration, saying Parnell's not really wanting to engage. But I don't think that's just a one-sided thing from what I've seen. Parnell trying to load up there with that right.
I don't know. I kind of enjoy fighting a guy that doesn't want to engage if he's just standing against the cage.
Yeah, it makes for an easier target. Yeah,
you're pot shotting at that point, right? But also at the same time, if your opponent is not using any offense, not opening himself up really.
Right.
So.
And my suspicion is that Parnell Davis doesn't want to end up on his back.
Right.
And that's why he's staying close to that cage.
Right.
Keeping away from the takedown.
Nice oblique kick there. Mr. Cleveland.
When you put him out, shoot it.
River Center crowd getting a little restless. Nice left.
Quick jab.
We need more of that, Mr. Davis, more of that. Nice looping left block right there.
Cleveland, nice job sneaking in the left. And now he's opening up.
There we go.
Big elbow.
Firing away.
Those ones hurt him. Those ones hurt him. I'm looking. Firing back is Parnell.
Parnell, okay, no cuts.
He needs to get off that cage, though. Get moving, so he's not such an easy target over here.
Knee from Parnell.
Parnell checked his dome to see if there was any blood. Knee tap. Nice take.
There it is. He got it.
He's in trouble
And
now.
this could be the end of the fight. I can see how uncomfortable he looked just going down. He's covering up already.
Yeah.
It looks like he's going to turtle. He's trying to get up.
Yeah, kudos.
Oh, there it is. Turtling a little bit. Up, getting dragged back down.
I don't know how much the referee's going to watch this.
It looks like this could be the beginning of the end. Parnell not doing much else.
Ooh, big elbow. Parnell's not really seeming like he wants to engage or try to stand up. There he is a little bit trying to get back to his feet, but Cleveland is dragging him back down to those deep waters.
And he goes into half mount. Kind of surprising to take full mount. Looks like he might be going to side control.
Key lock in here.
Let's go.
Seems that way.
Would that be crazy if we see a submission here?
It's got to about 2.5 minutes to work.
I mean, they are fighters, Jeff. They probably know
I
a
know,
few.
but yeah, you know, the heavyweights, we expect KOs from our heavyweights.
I got to be an asshole to you, sorry.
You don't, but you just do.
Push his face and elbow.
And Parnell talking to the ref a little bit.
You have to get a hold of
Trying
HR.
to get up. He's got a little mouse under that right eye.
He's taking some shots there on the ground, without a doubt.
Yeah, it looks like actually Cleveland did a good job of closing that up.
Let's go.
Trying to keep a little bit of wrist control on Mr.
In fact, if this gets out of this round, the doctor may call it just because that eye is closed. I haven't seen that right eye open up since those shots from the top. Ooh,
he's definitely
that's a good one.
Starting to blink too. Vicious elbows.
I don't know if he's lasting two more minutes.
Let's go, Rakim.
Cleveland trying to posture up. Now, what would you say? Obviously, he's going to try to hit him with those left elbows. Davis doing a decent job trying to trap that arm. What does Cleveland need to do to end this fight?
I mean, he needs to just keep throwing, to be honest with you. Why not? Why would you stop?
Let's go.
Well, and he's making Parnell work too, but yeah, you're right, Jason. That right eye is definitely causing some problems there for Mr.
You can
Mr.
see it on his
Dave,
face.
without a doubt.
He's very uncomfortable. He can't see out of that eye.
About
Look
1
at
minute
he's
left.
standing over him.
He could. I mean,
This looks like this is going to be about it. The ref's not going to let it keep going, is he?
Don't be so sure. He's not defending
No,
himself.
he's not. It's over.
It's
over.
Yeah,
And he's not even throwing. Oh, come on. Throw. There you
yeah,
go.
I say Cleveland's taking a light on him here.
Come on, finish it, Cleveland.
Under 1 minute. Ooh, big knee to the midsection there.
See, that upsets me because I felt like he wanted the ref to just end it. You know? You know, give him the shots.
Well, he's asked the referee to stop it several times.
Yes.
There's no reason for it to continue.
And there it is. That'll be the end. I don't think he's going to fight that one off. We're
I
going to
can't
get
see
a
from this angle, Bermas.
There it
He
is.
got that lock.
That's it. That's
It's
the
it.
tap. Yep.
25 seconds to go in the second round. Parnell Davis succumbs to the rear naked choke from Rakim Cleveland.
You know, a lackluster main, but after seeing that Trowers heavyweight fight, I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
And all of those that we've seen post-intermittent, I mean, they were all great, but we had 2 KO wins, 2 submissions.
Fight of the night, without a doubt, was Rivera Dunn.
Yeah.
What a fight that was.
100%.
But another great night of fights. Congratulations to Cleveland on the win, for sure.
Yep.
Congratulations to Mike Goodwin for putting on another awesome event at the River Center.
This is what he does, man. This is what he does.
Just the first night of 3,
Great first
everybody.
night. Great first night.
Look at those elbows. Wow. Now he's going for the takedown. Again, yeah, this was our co-main event of night number 1. We still have 2 nights.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Bruce Allen, has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 32 seconds into round 2, declaring your winner by submission due to rear naked choke, Rakim Cleveland. All right, we're here with your winner, Rakim Cleveland. First, Rakim, congratulations on coming in here and getting the main event victory in your Caged Aggression debut. Hey, talk to us real quick how it feels getting the win.
Oh man, it always feels good getting the win. It feels even better when I have family and friends from coast to coast, literally. Texas, Florida, Iowa. You know, people watching all over from Texas, Florida, Iowa, Ohio. Pretty much you name it. My fan base is amazing. My family supports me. You know, my wife and my little boys. You know, you can't beat that.
You're right there. Well, look, I want to know real quick, what's next? What's around the corner for Rakim?
Oh man, keep working. You know, April 24th, North Iowa fights. I'm looking to step in there and just kind of take it from there. I'll be 32 next month. I want to make my final push, get back to a big organization and show that I proved to be there this time.
I got you. Well, look, I don't know if there's anything that we left out before I let you get to the celebration, but I did want to congratulate you one more time on being part of this historic 3-night event and getting a win in the main event. Finish us off.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Mike Goodwin, man. It's, like you said, it's my debut with you guys, but we've had conversation in the past, and finally stars aligned, and I was able to grace you guys and step in this cage. I thank Parnell for taking this fight. Hey, Parnell. My man Parnell, man, we both grew up with similar backgrounds, and, he wins and he gives a great speech every time. And, win or lose, we're both brothers in arms.
Amen, amen.
And Parnell, you finish this off, brother.
Hey, man, I am so looking forward to watching Rakeem grow as a heavyweight. The dude hits like a truck, and I wanted out after the first round. I'm like, this sucks. I'm not gonna go in the middle of the cage and take bombs by this guy. But I tell you what, brother, this dude is a soldier for the Lord. And I know people are leaving, but listen up. If you don't have a relationship with your Lord Jesus Christ, listen, he's coming back soon. And the world is crazy. We just got done coming out of a crazy year. It's gonna get crazier. Make Jesus Lord of your life, and watch out for Rakeem Cleveland, man. The sky's the limit, and I love you, brother. Proud of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for both the rebirth Parnell Davis and your winner, Rakeem the Boogeyman Cleveland. All right, fight fans, that's going to put a cap on night 1 of our first ever 3-night event. Don't forget, join us all right back here tomorrow night for night 2 of Caged Aggression 30 Triple Threat. And for those of you unable to buy tickets, don't forget, go over to cagedaggression.tv, lock in your spot for the pay-per-view right now. We'll see everyone right back here in the Camera Cage tomorrow night.
Here we are putting a bow on this incredible first night of this epic 3-night historic mixed martial art pay-per-view event right here from the River Center in Davenport, Iowa, downtown Davenport. Wow, boys. Wow.
No, I'm just
What a
happy
card.
that I could join you for the first night.
Absolutely.
Have a little bit of fun. Jens Pulver will be in tomorrow.
Yep. Pat's got to take off and call some other fights for another promotion.
Jason, as always, pleasure to work with you.
I love this, guys. Not only do we get to see great fights, we have legends of MMA here like Tim Sylvia, who you know
awesome.
well, Joey Villasenor, who I didn't even recognize, so many others, and then you get to see these up-and-coming fighters, and I couldn't be more of a Trowers fan. I can't wait to see his next fight. And I hope the audience at home feels the same way. They see these guys, they follow their careers, and sometime down the line, you may see them in Bellator, the LFA, and of course the UFC.
Sure. Well, that's so true, because so many fighters have gone from this platform onto LFA, Bellator, or the UFC, or have come from those promotions to here. So the level of talent here is absolutely through the roof. This is not some outlaw mud show of MMA. These are elite, talented fighters. I mean, we saw so many good scraps tonight. Kudos to Matt Cantwell with his incredible performance. Wow, really showed his diversity. Claire Schneckcloth, she did not pick up the W. A lot of, obviously, development in her skills. Shout-outs to Rachel Lippert for picking up the W there. Post-intermission fights, my goodness, out of the box, we had 2 KOs, 2 submissions. I mean, Blake
Riviera and Dunn was insane.
That was absolutely insane. Dunn, we need to hook up after this so I can get some lottery tickets, because you called it out, a first-round knockout, and you did that very thing against a very game Luis Rivera. You talk about people we're going to see again. Luis Rivera is absolutely one of them, training out there with Jackson Wink and that crew. Iron sharpens iron, ladies and
And
gentlemen.
Builder against Luger.
Without a doubt, the co-main event was absolutely entertaining. Rakeem Cleveland pulling out the W against Parnell Davis. The big guys were throwing hammers. Rakeem came out on top on this one. And gentlemen, this is just night 1. Pat has to hit the road, but I will be back here tomorrow night with Jason Bermas and Little Evil Jens Pulver. And then Saturday night, it will be Jason and myself with Jordan the Henchman Hinman. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just night 1, and I'm exhausted. Looking to go to the after party, pick up a little bit of a snack, and then head to bed, because, again, we have 2 more nights of this. Everyone at Caged Aggression, thank you so much for showing up. The River Center, thank you so much. And for this worldwide global audience, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know there's a lot of viewing options out there, so I want to thank you so much for choosing Caged Aggression and cagedaggression.tv for the next 2 nights as well. For the broadcast team, from my man Bermas here, for the Croatian sensation Pat Miletich, this is Jeffrey Wilson saying good night, be safe, peace, and all them kind of loves.